Warner Brothers is having a hell of a year, man. Hell of a year. Doesn't matter if that blue curtain's halfway across the thing. It's not supposed to be there, but what is? Stuff that's happening in the movie business. Good intro. I'll take it. Myself and John Rocha here today. We're talking about that and so much more. So let's get into it, everybody. It's the Kristian Harloff Show here on a Monday. I'm ready, and so are you. Hey, made it back. Still didn't do anything. Had a chance to pull the curtain back. It's the best I could do. Joining me on the show today is John Rocha.
Hello.
Chaos
Hello.
is doing chaos.
Chaos already on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
When it's not even a Monday after a holiday when
No.
you would normally.
No. Well, it kind of was a holiday for me because it was my wife's birthday yesterday. We had a pretty eventful. Yeah, we had a pretty eventful weekend, to be honest. Friday, what the hell did I do Friday? Friday, I guess we just kind of hung out, did some stuff. But Saturday, pretty full day in general. But Barnaby, who I've talked about on this show many times, it was a big birthday party for him. So we went. Nice. We went, did some stuff, had some fun. My wife and I went out, danced the night away, as the kids said. And then on Sunday, we just kind of hung out and did some stuff for her birthday. So it was pretty eventful. But yeah, and I had people asking as far as updates for the pilot. We're in good shape, Johnny boy. We're in good shape. So well, I can't yet talk about the director yet, but I will be.
Well, screw you. We're just going to break it on the hot mic. So
you should. You guys probably already know. The director, also very good producer on board now, which I'm even more excited about. Not even more, but as excited about with the director. Dude, they started bringing up cast and stuff that they want. Wow. We can do this thing, man. This is going to be special. Like it's going to be special. Like it's like. We just had to put together the campaign. You know, we're coming through they want us to do it. We're basically doing a cast list of names of and they said there's they said, look, we want you to put everybody on this list
on the list, and
they want you to put names on this list. And what we do is from that list, then we decide, okay, look, this is what we're going to try to raise. If we can raise this, then we're going to go out to these people. We're going to do that. And that's kind of what we're looking for, because even the name of the DP that the director was let me just say that the name of the DP that the person wants to go for is someone that you would know and someone that is involved in the business and is involved in a show right now that is very, very popular.
Wow.
So if we get all this stuff, we get it working, but like I said, we have to set. We've got to set the goal and then let the audience know. And I think what we're also going to do, instead of because if I was going to be part of somebody's campaign, whether it was Indiegogo or Kickstarter, whatever it is, I mean, what am I funding? What is it? Right. And instead of me just saying, well, it's a cool idea, and this, it's well, what is it? And I think instead of the full script, because I think the full script I don't want to give it away, but I want to give a synopsis and the characters and the breakdown, and then that way they could say, hey, I'm aiming to try to get this person to play this role. Right. And then they go, oh, that character, I could see so-and-so playing that role. Sure. I'll add into potentially being an extra in this thing or producer on this thing, or I want to support this thing. I want people to be excited to do it, because we're pumped. It was a great phone call. And now it's just we had to remove one big scene from the script because the script clocked in a little longer than, it's a great scene. Yeah. But the scene itself could fit into a future episode as opposed to, as long as you get the backstory for it, you could cut the whole thing out. And it was also called for a little de-aging. So I don't think we knew how to put that kind of money into it, Right. So we're excited. So have you
gone out to Arnold and
yeah, right. Hey, listen, I know that you want to be the main person in this, but it's not going to be you. You can still do your role, and that's fine. But if you cast me in this one particular thing, they're going to look and they go, ha, you got him.
Green light.
Yes, green light immediately. I just put the cigar in the mouth. I'll be there for a day. One day shooting is fine because I'll be out there and I say, you got to watch this. It's a very good show. It's one of the best shows out there. We'll see. No, it's not a 95-page script. It's a right. Currently, it's a third. It's going to clock in around.
It doesn't matter because both of them are doing television. I mean, Arnold just did Fubar. Sly's got Tolkien coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. No. Somebody said as far as like how long is your script, and I said it's not a feature. It's a pilot for television.
Yeah.
So yeah. So and with streaming, it could be 32 minutes. It's in the vein of like The Bear meets Hacks. It's like that type of thing. It's like type of show. So
cool.
So that's it. So that's what we're working on, man.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some stories here because we got a lot, John. And you're already at eight questions before we even started. Really, 6 minutes.
Here, listen.
Go ahead.
What did they win with last week? 87.
83.
I'll be damned if we can't get more than 83 today.
100. Come on.
Let's get to 100.
Let's do it.
Set the table for these.
Yeah. People. We'll be like Warner Brothers, crushing.
Hey, come on.
That's what they're doing right now. Look at that. They are crushing. Superman and what else? Sinners and Minecraft weapons make big profit for WB. Towards the start of the year, the film industry seemed to be calling for the heads of Warner Brothers picture chiefs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi. Pair were appointed by Zaslav a few weeks back, but the film's green light under their tenure didn't really start hitting screens until last fall and was driven by big gambles under auteur-driven features with overly generous budgets. Initial wave was a disaster with Joker, Folly of Doo-Doo, Mickey 17, and Alto Nights, leading to huge losses. Then, quite abruptly, come April, came one of the biggest reversals of fortune the industry has seen in a long time, and those gambles are starting to pay off big time. Minecraft movies, Sinners, Final Destination, Bloodlines. That one keeps getting left out, and it shouldn't be. F1 is F1. Oh, I guess so. F1 is Warner Brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Through
Apple.
Through Apple. But I'm going to put that one on the side.
All right.
Superman, Weapons, and now Conjuring: Last Rites all hit huge, catapulting Warner's to the top studio on the domestic and global box office charts this year as of this weekend. The studio has only one more release this year, one battle after another, which has screened for some select press who've already teased a major best of the year contender. I can tell you that I saw it.
You did?
I saw it. I saw it the other day. My out of the theater reaction hits tonight.
Okay.
Because it's the social media drops tonight.
Right.
So that's
nice.
But I can say this. I'll say this. I don't disagree.
Oh.
That's all I'll say.
All right. There were some mixed responses for the first screenings months ago. So it's nice to hear people are excited about it who are seeing it now.
Yeah, I can't. I just don't. I don't want to get in trouble, but I can't say. Let's just say I'd love to talk about the movie. I'd love to talk about it because I mean, what I will say is that it's like if you're a Paul Thomas Anderson fan, you should be looking forward to this movie. I'll say that.
Yeah.
If you're not, are you?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, that second trailer really got me. So
yeah. When I can talk about it, I will. All right. Now, a new feature in Variety has gone into the box office success of the studio and revealed the theatrical profit margins of several of the films released. Superman appears to come in first, with the studio reportedly set to pull in around $125 million in theatrical profit from the title. That's not bad. 125. I'm sure they wanted a lot more than that, but 125. Hey, being $125 million on a movie, that's a win. Final Destination: Bloodlines is next with $75 million. Then Weapons at $65 and still counting, and Sinners with $60 million. F1 is an Apple film. That's what I'm saying. So Warner's gets a flat distribution fee and a small percentage of revenue for hitting certain benchmarks. So it comes in around 34. Still pretty good.
Still, I'm sure they didn't think they'd make a penny off that.
No, still $34 million.
Yeah,
it's more than what I make.
It's more than I had yesterday.
A Minecraft movie profit margin wasn't revealed, but it is likely to be the biggest of all. Studio Insider reportedly disputed these figures, but the source adds that Warner Bros. Has made roughly $600 million in combined year-to-date theatrical profits, and that's before counting the new Conjuring film. One thing seems likely: David Zaslav's got to be happy with the company's fortunes at this time.
Yeah,
John, what do you make of this story, man?
It's amazing. I was looking at the stat. Variety also followed up with this post saying that Warner Brothers makes Hollywood history with 7 consecutive movies opening above 40 million at the box office. That's never happened for a studio. 7 consecutive movies opening above 40 million at the box office. That's amazing overall. Yeah, F1 is a bit of the outlier because it is a combo with Apple. But still, if it
still made $35 million off it, though.
Exactly. So, but this is great, and this just points to the fact that sometimes we get caught up in like, what have you done for me lately? And we all do it when we're analyzing what's going on in the world of entertainment and film. And sometimes it's a marathon instead of a sprint. And certainly, as the article points out, when they started out this year, it looked like Abdi and DeLuca's heads were on the chopping block, and there were rumors even that they were going to move Safran over to take over all of Warner Brothers underneath Zaslav and just leave Gunn in charge of DC. There were rumors of that as well, but now clearly it seems like they've pushed back. But this being said, it seems like they've gotten back level and maybe even some more cachet in the company. But all that being said, we're moving into next year, right? And you know how this town is. We've got these other films coming out next year. Is The Bride going to do well? Are these other Warner Brothers films going to do well? So it's going to be curious to see what the ramifications of this are. And I'm not surprised that the studio pushed back on the numbers, because if once agents, managers, and actors get a hold of these numbers, oh boy, there's going to be some fun negotiations going on for contracts for future movies at WB. I'm sure Zaslav is pissed that these numbers have come out.
Yes and no.
Well, true, it helps the status, but,
right? Yeah, yes, in the fact of everything you're saying. No, in the fact that he's Scrooge McDuck right now, laying on his bed, throwing cash up into the air. So he doesn't really. What does he care? It's like, okay, fine, ask for more money later, but right now I'm going to enjoy this slop that I'm in right now, and he deserves to be. Look, he's for everything. This is what I tell you. This is why it's a thankless job that all these people have, because you're never going to give the billionaire the round of applause. You're just never going to do it. And when Iger gets the win, you say, okay, well, no one says, oh, Disney did it. They don't. When these big wigs get their wins, they don't, but people will point those fingers right away. And I've been very critical of Zaslav, calling him Zoloft and everything too. He's making decisions, and same thing with Abdi and what's his face,
DeLuca. Yeah,
the two of them. They are. It reminds me of the studio. They're winning right now. They're winning right now. Now, this is a very fickle business. Tomorrow and next year they could be losing. Right now, this is they're having a Yankees 1996 year.
Nice reference.
They're having a great year. They're having one of those kind of miraculous years where it seems like everything is hitting, because the other thing that they're doing well is the strategy and the budgets that they're running with and what they're doing. They have a couple big ones, obviously with Superman. They threw their big budget money, and that fact that movie made 125 or whatever it was. Yes, people are going to downplay it. And I even did it when I was reading them. I was like, that's probably not what they wanted. It's still $125 million. It was the biggest number of profit out of all those movies I read. It was the biggest number of profit because it was also the movie that cost the most, but it was the biggest number that they made, because it was the Vegas odds of, all right, we're going to put this much in, and if we hit, we'll get this much back. And they got it back.
Yeah. And the films themselves are a wide variety of films, right? Because you have an IP one in Minecraft movie. Then you've got Sinners, which is a vampire horror film that's a commentary on the Black experience in America. Final Destination Bloodlines is a reboot. F1 is a fantastic racing film. Superman is the start of a new universe. Weapons is a horror. And then Conjuring is the only one that's really like an installment in an ongoing franchise. The other ones are either launching a franchise or doing the first live action version of a franchise or original content, which I think is pretty amazing when you look at the list of these films. It's not all like Toy Story 3 and the Cars 7, and it's not all sequels. So I think that speaks volumes to their instincts of what the public wants as well, Abdi and DeLuca. So, curious. I'm going to be curious to see what this does for them going forward. Do they now get even more free reign in the company to go out and find more of these types of movies? Does the fact that people went to see these movies at these large numbers, does that change the perception of what kind of movies people want to see now? I think it's going to be fascinating to see what the ramifications of this are for WB and for the movie business as a whole.
Well, I'm hoping that, like, when you look at the success of both Weapons and Sinners, right? I hope that they go with more movies like that. Now, I will get into the box office of, say, The Conjuring. Did you wind up seeing The Conjuring?
I've never seen any of those movies, so it felt weird to go and see the third one.
Yeah, it would be weird. I did see it, didn't love it. Love them. What's that?
I haven't heard the best things about the movie. Yeah,
It's generic. It's missing the Wan flavor. It really is. It's missing James Wan's flavor. The first two were great. I loved the first two movies, and I don't love horror movies. I loved the first two movies. Third one was forgettable. I don't think he directed that one either. The spin-off films, it's like, is this a terrible movie? No, it's just the same thing. It's like, I can tell you things that you've seen in a horror movie a million times over, and if I gave you enough guesses, you'd probably guess it. There's jump scares, there's loud music to let you know you're supposed to be scared. There's blood in the sink. There's like things that you've just seen a billion times over. What's working is the chemistry between Wilson and Farmiga. I mean, it's just that works. I love seeing them. I love their story. And it was fine. But I left going, I think you're like 2.8 or something out of 5. But it clearly has its audience. And what was the budget of that movie? $30 million? $40 million?
Sure.
Let's guess. I'm going to go big on it. I'm going to say the budget was $60 million. And if you tell me it was significantly lower, I won't be surprised.
Let me see if I can find it here. 55.
Okay, so $55 million. We'll find out in a second. I haven't gone over the box office for what that did.
Oh, it's already made, 187 worldwide.
It was 180, right?
You've already made your money back in then.
It's a huge hit. So, and it's got a name inside that IP, so it doesn't matter what I think about it, as long as the audience is. And is it good enough to see in the theaters if you are a Conjuring fan? Yeah.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah. If you're a Conjuring fan and you're like, okay, I just want to see a Conjuring movie, and you don't care about kind of repeating beats, and you're just like, it did what I needed it to do.
Yeah.
Fine. I just expect more out of those movies because the first two were so good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So either way, it's part of Warner Brothers' incredible year that they've had so far. What do you guys make of it? What do you make of the success of Warner Brothers? Good stuff, bad stuff. Are they going to be able to do it again? As I mentioned beforehand, using the sports analogy, can they have a repeating season? They could. I guess, you know what? Before we move on, John, it's like Disney wins every year, right?
Yeah.
And even I think there was that one year when Universal won, and Disney they had a couple misfires or whatever it was, but they were still like right in second place or whatever it is. Disney's usually the big getter. Warner Bros. Is going to win easily, right?
I don't know. You've still got Avatar coming, don't you?
Avatar, you're right.
Come on, and plus none of these films made $1 billion. Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion, and so
you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, well, you got Minecraft came close. Let's say Minecraft cancels out Lilo and Stitch because it got close enough.
Yeah, true,
right?
true.
And then you got all those other movies around there that are hitting. Superman, like 600 million, whatever. Right. The other one that they got is Zootopia 2. They still have that one
coming. Yeah.
So Disney's not out of it. Disney's not out of it. That's
for all
true.
The crap about Marvel cinematic films, right? I mean, Thunderbolts made 300 and something million. Captain America 400 million plus.
Still losses though. Still losses.
Yeah. But if you if you adding up the numbers,
sure.
We're going to see what the box office is.
Right.
It's not about how much profit you made. It's about how much the film's made. Right.
Yeah. Someone said they also got Predator Badlands. That could be an interesting one too. But it's real. Avatar is the monster. That's right. Avatar is a monster. So Avatar could give you the win all by itself.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, you're right. So I always say, even after all these years, I still forget about the Fox thing. So Disney not out of it yet. They're never out of it.
Never.
They're never out of it. No matter what, it doesn't matter how bad Marvel's doing or whatever it is. They're never out of it because they just have so much. So I guess that's the question I can ask the audience then. Can Warner Brothers keep it up? As they said in the report, there's really only one more movie they got coming out, and that's not going to be a big budget movie, but could be award winner, and that could add to some of the clout. Can Warner Brothers beat Disney? What do you think? Can Disney come back and take a win? That'd be interesting. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Okay, we have a lot more stories, and we got more box office stuff. We're going to talk about what's going on. But before we do, I'm excited to tell you guys about some of our sponsors that we have here today. I got Nutrafol, and I got Factor for you. Check this out. Oh, man, I'm so happy Nutrafol is back. I love Nutrafol. I've been using Nutrafol, it's got to be 2.5 years now. It is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting in your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. So a lot of supplements, they rely solely on ingredient studies. Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure that their efficiency uses a variety of hair measurement tools like hair counts and pull tests to access growth, quality, shedding, and texture. I remember when we got them years ago. Brett and I were like, all right, let's see. I'm getting older. Let's see if they can help us out. And boy, did they. It's been working amazing. You guys have been commenting on my picture that I posted last week on Instagram. You see what's going on. You got to see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. You got to go to Nutrafol.com. You got to enter that promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. Nutrafol.com. But you got to use that promo code Kristian. That is Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian. You will not be disappointed. Tell them. You know, the other day someone asked me, how do you still eat well if you're really busy and you don't have the time? Yeah, I'm telling you, you got a busy schedule. You got all the summer plans going on. What do you have at best? A couple of minutes? Factor really has helped me eat smarter. It's got the tasty chef prep meals. They're dietitian approved, delivered right to my door. And now the best part is they have more than like 65 weekly meals. It's made for how I live right now, what I like to eat. I've gotten more ways to get fit with a real meal wherever the day takes me, and they really zone it to what your preferences are. There's more variety. There's more meals. You can choose for a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices, salmon, shrimp. Salmon's delicious at no extra cost. Shrimp's great too, by the way. I just love the salmon. You can savor global flavors. So for the first time, you can try the Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. From more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I've been doing it. You should do it too. I'm telling you, I love Factor. I've talked about it the other day. Someone asked me about it. I was raving about it. We didn't even have a spot on the show. And I was talking about how much I love Factor. So you can eat smart at factormeals.com/Kristian50 off, but use that code Kristian50 off, get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That is the code Kristian50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off plus free shipping. Get delicious, ready to eat meals delivered with Factor. So glad that Factor's back. So glad that Nutrafol is back. And I really hope you guys are taking advantage of it. I've told you so many different times. People have asked me when I met with the ad agency, they're like, your audience is so engaged. And I was like, we got a community here, man. They get it. They understand. They're like, oh, okay. What's this idiot need? Oh, he needs us to get something and it's going to help us? Yeah, we'll do it. That's what you guys do. You've always been doing that. Right. John, let's get the box office, man.
What you got?
Box office. We got more box office because the weekend just happened. I keep thinking that freaking The Long Walk is, I mean, where is it? How come it didn't do well? I mean, this thing still doesn't come out.
No, it's this weekend.
Everybody's talking about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's continued so much time. They screened it 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah.
You seen it yet?
Yeah, I saw it we hosted a screening last Wednesday.
And what'd you think?
Me and Adam Hlavak. I had a great time with it. I really liked it. You know, we talked about it on Hot Mic on Thursday. Surprised how much I enjoyed it because I remember reading the book when I was a kid, reading the book.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So I was like excited to see what the interpretation was. And I think Francis Lawrence did an excellent job directing it.
He did.
David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman were fantastic, but all the young actors. I mean, that's a bevy of fantastic, strong young actors that everyone should be looking at the cast and stuff. Yeah.
Agreed. Really strong. And you see where my reference of where it's like Hunger Games meets Stand By Me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You see it.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you got Francis Lawrence and Stephen King.
That's true.
Which, I'm very excited to see how that does. I hope it does well. And I hope it does. Yeah, because it's a really solid film. It's another one because that one's Lionsgate really needs a win. I'll tell you that. All right, let's get into the box office and see what did hit this weekend. This weekend, let's see what we got. So we got The Conjuring, as we mentioned. Yeah. 83 million, as John mentioned earlier, and The Conjuring, as John also mentioned, we got 187 million worldwide. That's pretty damn good for that movie, considering. So it'll cross at least 200 at the very least, and if that's the case, that's a win. Yeah. Hamilton, they re-released it. I am bummed that this one, my kids just started school. I had Vivi that was going to go. We were going to go to this thing. We couldn't wind up making it. There were other things happening going on that day, plus it was shooting stuff, so I couldn't make it. But I looked in the premiere that they had was so it looked really good, but unfortunately just couldn't make it. But it makes 10 million that's good to put some money into. I guess again, John, we were talking about with Disney. Disney gets a little bit more there. Weapons doing it again, 5.4, still making money.
Yep.
At 251. That's a massive hit for Warner Brothers. 251. Freakier Friday, a quiet hit.
Yep. Just kind of doing its thing.
Yeah. It is. 142 million worldwide for that movie, as it brings in another 3.8 million. Caught Stealing. I got to see this movie again. Did you see this?
I've not seen Caught Stealing yet. I might catch it today or tomorrow.
I got to see it again because everybody seems to like it a lot more than I did. And I was like, maybe it's just I said it in my out of the theater reaction. I said, this might be one of those movies on the rewatch. You go, okay, I like that a little better than I thought I did the first time, because it's Aronofsky. It's a brilliantly directed film, really great performances. And I said, I just personally just didn't love where the character and the stories went. But it seems like other people are digging it. So, but for me right now, it didn't hit for me the way I wanted it to. But nonetheless, $3.2 million, and it makes $22 million so far. I don't know how much money that one cost. The rest,
not much, probably.
No, probably not that much. At the rest, you got The Roses, which I did not see, but heard decent things about.
Yep.
32 million for that one. I can't imagine that one cost that much to make. So there's again, Disney making a quiet 32 million over there, adding to their totals. Fantastic Four. This one is, regardless of still being in the top 10, it just crossed 500. It's at 511 million. That's definitely not what they wanted. So what do you think? They're going to lose a little bit of money, or they're going to just break even on this one?
I think they'll struggle to break even. I think it'll be that at the best, which does not bode well.
I think Superman hit the number 10 spot again at 615 million. I thought it was going to crap out at around 600. So it's still, and I thought it would struggle to get to 600. So it's proven me wrong thus far. 615 for Superman. That's a big one. Naked Gun is bumming me out, man. I wish more people was. Oh, it's just gonna cross 100. Okay, all right. Did you wind up seeing that one again? I forget.
I did.
Oh, you didn't love it, right?
Yeah, I liked the first 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then it just got to be like, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. It's what it felt like by the end. So
I loved it.
And then to find out that Liam and Pam were essentially faking that romance.
No, that was a bummer.
I was like, oh, come on. Man.
Yeah, that was
why you need to do that.
That was a bummer. So anyway, the box office, I guess the big standout again is it's Conjuring, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's because as you said, the reviews of your reaction to the movie is pretty much similar to what I saw from a lot of people, that it did not get great reviews, yet people went to see it. This could be the Jurassic Park of horror franchises. Because by the way, this one is
that bad. It's not that bad.
Well, I'm just saying this one is I think it's almost at $3 billion total as a franchise.
Yeah,
it's by far and away.
Are you including the Nun and everything else?
Yeah. Well, everything. I throw it all in there because it's all connected.
Okay.
It's just like you throw Jurassic World in there, even though Jurassic Park started off. So it's like, this is amazing. 2.2 something over $2 billion, far and away the top horror franchise going today. It's amazing to see the reactions. I might have to come around on this and watch these movies because it's many people watching them, but clearly the reviews were great, but it made a lot of money. So people love this brand.
Yeah. The first two are special. And like I said, it's not, I did not look, I've walked out of many horror films going, oh my God, why did I just put myself through that? That wasn't the feeling for this one. I guess just because I had such high standards for the first, I have felt that way about some of the spinoffs that they have done.
Yeah.
The Nun. Yeah. But like I said, this one to me was just like, you could feel James Wan was missing. You just feel him missing. And but didn't matter. It made its money. The rest of that, Hamilton making 10 million is a win for Disney.
Yeah, I think so. And it speaks volumes to that people like, this is the time to put out this kind of stuff, right? Like Jaws did 15, I think, last week, and so you've got these are the dead months of summer, the dead month of summer, where people want to go see stuff. I think that's why Superman is still killing it. And if Fantastic Four had really caught the pop culture zeitgeist, it would be doing much better because this is where there's not much out there to see. So you go and see Fantastic Four again and again, but people are going to see Superman again and again, which is why it's the number it sets at.
That's true. Okay. So then I asked you guys, what do you think about the box office numbers? Is this something, what stands out? What stands out to you guys? Is it the fact that Conjuring was number one? Is it the fact that Superman's still in the top 10? What say you guys? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know exactly what you are thinking. We want to know. John, you mentioned about Jaws.
Yeah.
We've been adding a lot of people to, now that we can do these virtual reactions. We just did the Back to the Future 1 and Back to the Future 2 with Steph. Both of those are on the channel.
Nice.
And so we've done 2 virtual reactions with her. Winston is shooting his first virtual reaction with me today, and we're actually doing Jaws. He's never seen Jaws before.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Jaws today. When that will be on the channel, I'm not sure yet, because I got so much to put up right now. I got the digital circus. This is hilarious, by the way, and you'll get a kick out of this. So I told you that Sam, my friend Sam, is watching the Nolan movies, and I said, well, which movies have you seen? She's like, just the one with Heath Ledger is the only Nolan movie that she'd ever seen, right? So we were not doing Insomnia, as great as that movie is. It's just not a big reaction movie. So we went from Memento to Batman Begins,
right?
And that reaction should be coming out probably tomorrow. So we just watched The Dark Knight, because as we're watching Batman Begins, she's like, "Oh, this person's in this movie. Morgan Freeman's in this movie." I'm like, "Gary Oldman's in this movie." I'm like, "Can you say you saw the second one?"
I know.
They're all in that. And she's like, I was like, "What do you remember about The Dark Knight?" And she goes, "I remember Heath Ledger walking away from the hospital doing the thing." I know you could have seen that on an Instagram reel. I was like, "We'll see what happens when we watch Dark Knight." Yeah. She didn't remember anything. I don't even think she saw the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't think she saw The Dark Knight. We were watching Dark Knight.
Seeing The Dark Knight.
That's what I said. I said, "How do you know?" She's like, "I don't think I've ever seen this movie." And I'm like, "Well, we're still going to put the fact that we think she's seen it, but there's you watch when I'm watching this movie with her. Yeah. She has no idea what's coming. She has nothing. It's actually fairly hilarious. We talk about it quite often. So that will be out on Friday. Tuesday will be Batman Begins. We're going to try to get Steph to do Back to the Future 3 this week. So we got a lot going on. Plus my out of the theater reaction for One Battle After Another.
Oh yeah.
And then there's few. I'm going to see. Oh, I got to ask you. I'll ask you on the air. You might have to host the show by yourself next week, or we might have to do a later show.
All right, later show's fine.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with that.
Because I'm going to see After the Hunt.
Oh,
in the morning. Yep, I'm going to see. I'm curious.
47% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right, but let's see. So one of my predictions could be right. One of my predictions could be wrong.
Okay.
But let's see. I don't know. I'm curious. So I told you though, when I want to see, because of that festival that they screened at, we both agreed on this.
Yes,
it'd be very stuffy, and the fact that it didn't politically go the way that they wanted it to go, that they decided it was a bad movie.
I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that. I agree with
you
the of it all, but man, I didn't agree that
you forget you say things sometimes.
Issues. Now
you forget you say things sometimes. You said
what I said was maybe they didn't handle the political stuff correctly, and that's
you said sometimes. You said sometimes. Yes, people can get offended if they're.
Oh yes. I'm not saying that's the case here because I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't in the past. Yeah,
of course. That's all I'm saying. You said, and that I haven't seen the movie either. I'm just saying that it is potentially possible.
Yeah,
that in a stuffy atmosphere like that it could be the case, or it could just not be very good.
Yeah, could have fallen the ball in what it was trying to tackle. It could have been
100%.
Yeah,
100%. So I'm going to be seeing that on Monday. Yeah. And the embargoes are clearly already dropped because of the festival. So
yeah.
So we'll see. And and I appreciate you not bringing up the Commanders dismantling the Giants this week.
Well, everyone expected it. Why should I bring it up?
100%. You know what I do? Even when every year, no matter if the Giants win or the Giants lose against the Commanders, I always text when back in the day when Zorn was the coach and he was such
Jim Zorn. I
used to always write Zorn to anything that Ellis would ever say to me, I would come at it with Zorn and he would just shut up. So before I even got to him texting me about the win over the weekend, I just wrote Zorn and he started laughing. So, anyway. Okay.
Shout out to Mark. I saw his post the other day doing a massive stadium presentation. That was amazing.
Yeah, he's crushing.
He's
crushing. I don't know. Kins, I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. It says some reason the video comes sound low on phone compared to others. I don't know what to tell you.
Sometimes it's y'all in the settings you have in your stuff. That happened before. So.
I can try this.
No one else is complaining. Then it's
wait. Let me ask you this one.
Okay.
tell me, to the gentleman that just wrote that, tell me if that helped. Let me know if that helped what I just did just now. And if it didn't, then it's not on my setting. It's not. That's the only thing that could possibly have changed. And if it isn't, yeah, everyone else said the volume's fine. So whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
IndieWire didn't like it. Variety didn't like it.
What are we talking about?
After the Hunt.
After the Hunt.
The Wrap liked it. The Hollywood Reporter did not like it.
Okay.
Discussing Film liked it, but that's always what do you call it? Russian roulette of what credit you're gonna get on that.
All right, let's see. I mean, like I said, I'm going in open-minded, and
yeah.
Right. Going in open-minded.
Screen Rant liked it. So
okay,
it's gonna be divisive. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes. But I'll tell you this: if it doesn't do well at the box office, she's not gonna get nominated. I'll tell you this right
You're
now.
wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong. Look at Monster. You're wrong.
Which Monster? The Charlize Theron? That's a very well reviewed film. What are you talking about?
What's
Monster's 87%.
Whatever.
Of course.
Let's see. Are the real rejects? That's
who?
That's hilarious. I'll get to that. And the answer is no, because they've been on this channel longer, but I'll get to it later. Okay. So when it comes to that movie, we shall see. I think she's still going to get nominated no matter what. And I also think there's going to be a crazy world where both Julia Roberts and The Rock are going to be nominated. I'm saying it now. The Rock's getting nominated at the Critics' Choice Awards. I don't know about the Oscars.
He's getting a lot of responses.
I'm telling you, I'm putting a bet down. You want to go triple or nothing?
No, not on The Rock.
No, I'm Julia Roberts and The Rock will be nominated this year. By at least by Critics' Choice.
I'm going to stay off of that.
I think that's more important.
I wonder if it's going to be Sydney Sweeney or Julia Roberts.
Sydney Sweeney's definitely getting nominated too.
I don't know, because the reviews on the film haven't been strong. It's kind of
she's been getting. I'm telling you, and this year that's what's going to happen. So we'll get into that. That's going to be a lot of fun conversations for John and I over the next couple of weeks, because that's all the movies.
Yeah,
and all those movies are coming out now.
Yeah,
and I was a big Christy Martin fan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Big enough fan that I couldn't remember her name, but I was a big Christy Martin fan. I remember seeing her fight when she would fight on the Tyson undercards, and she had like dynamite in her hands, man. So like it's going to be, her story's crazy.
Yeah, and if anybody watching wants a little like idea of her story, there's a great documentary on Netflix from the Untold people on her. That's 2 hours long. It's incredible documentary. So highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that movie in general. So we shall see. Okay. So any of that stuff we talked about just now, whether it is the upcoming movies, that's potential nominations, anything that tickles your fancy, guys, put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, we're going to switch on over and we're going to go back to some Marvel stuff. Now we're talking about those festivals that we just saw. Chris Evans was out there and he was talking. What was he saying? Well, not just about that. Okay. Chris Evans is in Toronto and he was talking about something that got some Avengers talk going. What was it? Well, here you go. Not confirmed by Marvel just yet. Chris Evans returning as Steve Rogers, Captain America in Avengers Doomsday, has widely been accepted as something that will happen. Reports in recent weeks have indicated that both Evans and Haley Atwell have been shooting scenes in the UK, with a sequence of the film rumored to be taking place at Steve and Peggy's home. Since exiting the role in 2019, Evans has slimmed down from his Captain America shape considerably in recent years, as seen back in April when he appeared in Ethan Coen's Honey Don't in Nothing But an Athletic Supporter. Now, it appears to have changed. The 44-year-old actor has been photographed at the TIFF this weekend, with many taking note the actor is not only back in Captain America shape, but he shaved his beard recent years and has gone back to the classic Captain America look. Evans teased earlier this year during Materialist promotions that he talked to Robert Downey Jr. and the Russos all the time and said it was sad not to be back with the band, but I'm sure they're doing something incredible. The film is continuing production in the UK. Many actors reportedly already wrapped their scenes, short of some inevitable reshoots sometime next year, before the film's release in December 2026. I don't know what you're hearing. I'm sure you're hearing it. This is inevitable. Of course, he's in this movie.
Yes. Daniel RPK, My Time to Shine, Hello, they've all reported that this is all going to happen because of Steve Rogers and what he did by going back and getting his happy ending with Peggy, and that opening the door to what happens, and that Doom is on a rampage because of how that affected his
Right.
life. So yeah, they're going to be massive. They're essentially setting up again Chris Evans versus Robert Downey Jr. at the end of 2 Avengers movies, and so it's going to be fascinating to see how they play that all out and how it works, and the angles they're going to play, because a lot of people don't like this. So I've seen it on social media. People are like, are they going to use this happy ending as the reason? Are they going to try to taint this happy ending? So it's an interesting decision they've made. If they mess this up, it's going to piss a lot of Marvel people off, a lot of fans off.
It's true. It's also the question is like, how are they going to do it, right? Because I know that we live in different timelines, and I know that they explain that in Infinity War that it's not the Back to the Future rules. So if you stop something, it is that particular timeline is changed. Not like the whole thing is explained, right? Yeah. So because of the first thing I say is, well, wait a minute. In that timeline, we know that it succeeds because he comes back,
right,
and he gives Mackie the shield,
right.
So we know that he's able to do it. And he lives his full life, and he slims down because he's Cap and he's not living that life anymore. But the same could be said. The reason whatever he did screws up the timeline, Doom gets pissed off, and they go back to another timeline, and that's the timeline we're on. Yeah. That's what gets so muddled and sloppy about all this in general, right? Especially Loki season 1 and season 2 explain certain things. So. Yeah, I don't mind it because I also think that they are a bit desperate right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't call it desperation at first when they made all this casting stuff, because to me, I don't think they were desperate, because they still had some movies coming out. They said, no, we should be in really good shape by the time we get there. Spider-Man ain't setting up anything here. Spider-Man's going to make money.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple things. Well,
I think World War Hulk is gonna set that up, but I don't know if it's gonna set up Doomsday Wars.
Right. Yeah. So they're really just relying on Doomsday. So I think, look, if we're gonna spend the amount of money that we're spending on this budget, on cast, well, then let's lead with the 2 guys that we know are gonna get asses in seats.
Yeah.
And this time you're getting it's John Cena's heel turn. And that didn't go well, but still John Cena's heel turn, but the turn itself was huge. Mm-hmm. So Tony Stark's heel turn, as I know it's a different character, I get it. But it's still Robert Downey Jr. as the bad guy against, Captain America. This time they're not like different points of view. One could be bad, one could be good. Not even bad. It's like you either agree with or you don't agree with Tony's side or Chris. That's not there anymore. It's a villain versus the good guy. Now here's the other side. If they do that, I think. And I don't know if they would do this.
Yeah.
But I think if you really want to show how bad Dr. Doom is, you kill Cap.
Possibly.
Right?
Possibly. I mean, Evans has been very clear that he is not a person who goes blockbuster hunting.
Right.
So I think you can get him on board with RDJ or Doom killing Cap. He's going to have to kill a number of heroes, which I think is so meta that they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. back to be the villain, to kill off these heroes that Kevin Feige and the Marvel intelligentsia thought were going to get over so well in the phases after RDJ. Now they're bringing back the face of the previous phases to come in and eradicate these characters and essentially these actors from this franchise, which it's working on so many levels, if that's the angle they got to go to, because it serves 2 masters. It does absolutely establish Doom as a villain, and it makes Marvel not beholden to continue with some of these characters because they weren't that well received. So it's a fascinating decision if they go that route. But you're right; they have to make him evil, and to make him evil, he has to kill off some of these heroes in brutal and effective and moving ways.
You've also got to show me, once this is all over and done with, why I'm not going to think in future movies, and they very well have an answer to this. I'm just saying why I don't think, well, this person's not dead. They can come back as another version of themselves. That has to be gone. Doom has to end that. Doom has to end the possibility of all the other timelines. One timeline, that's it. It's done. He made sure that there's only one timeline, everybody else dead.
Right.
And this is the only world we're going to live in moving forward, because if I know that person's not really dead, they can come back. That version came back, that person came back. You got to figure out how to do that, and it's got to be convincing.
Yeah. He probably won't. He probably will just be at the tail end of Doomsday, Captain America. I don't think you're going to see him till the end of the movie, and then he's going to be a big part of Secret Wars, I would
I'm so I'm look, I am very intrigued by this movie though.
Sure.
I really am. I'm intrigued by it. Like, I think that's because Marvel just hasn't been in that exciting place right now.
Right.
That people are like, I don't know if I'm as excited for Doomsday, myself included. I think we're all full of shit. I think we're all full of shit. Because I think, I don't think I'm as excited for Doomsday as like Jay Leno. I don't think that I think we're full of it because everyone says whether I remember a couple weeks ago on Capes we said, and there was like 3 different movies. It was like if this was the most anticipated, and Doomsday for everybody was like number 3. I think everybody's full of it. I think once you see that trailer, it leaps forward. Leaps forward.
Yeah. I'm equally. I couldn't possibly rank the excitement I have. I think I'm very curious and excited, but also cautiously optimistic about all 3 of the movies in equal amounts, because all 3 of them have to do some heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 4 has to be able to work without John Watts. That's heavy lifting. And then when
you did a good job with Shang-Chi, though.
Destin Daniel Cretton did. He did such a good job. They didn't give him a sequel. But the second one, second thing is like Doomsday. Are they going to do the heavy lifting that all these other movies did not do, which is what Infinity War Endgame benefited from? All these other movies previously to those 2 movies did a lot of heavy lifting to set up the universe. Doomsday's got to do a lot of heavy lifting for this last. It's like signing a player right at the end of the season to help you get into the playoffs. Is that player going to be enough to get you to the title? So we'll see. We'll see.
What do you guys make of it? Good move to bring Evans back? Bad move to bring Evans back? Desperate? Needed? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. I don't care if it's during just the live thing. If you're here, you should be commenting on it. I don't care if it's the comments afterwards when the thing goes up. But I also do care that you're paying attention to that Clips channel, guys. We got like 12,000 over there now. Go over there. Just Kristian Harloff Clips. It's in the description. You can search it out. Come on, man. Be part of it. All right. Last story, I think, for now, John, before we get to your questions here. 21 so far. It's pretty damn good.
What's the next story?
What do you want it to be?
Aj Lee. Why are you not talking about that?
I think someone asked about it in the super chat, so we can get it. But if you want to, we
super chat. Oh,
we'll bring that. I was planning on it.
Okay. Never mind. Let's move on to the next story.
Yeah. Well, this is the last story for now, but we'll talk about Aj Lee for sure. All right. Here is the last story, and that is that we got some Knives Out. Knives Out. Hello. Benoit Blanc returns in Wake Up. This is the 3rd one, right, John?
Yes.
The Knives Out Mystery is the first trailer. The Rotten Tomatoes score, I guess people have seen it, or did they screen it in TIFF or something?
Yeah, screened it at TIFF. Yeah.
Okay. Benoit Blanc returns for his most dangerous case yet in the 3rd and darkest chapter of Rian Johnson's murder mystery opus, Wake Up, Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. When young priest Judd Duplanticity, Josh O'Connor, is said to assist charismatic firebrand Monsieur Jefferson Wicks, Josh Brolin. I love the Brolin's in this. It's clear that not all is not well in the pews. Wick's modest but devoted flock includes devout church lady Martha Delacroix, Glenn Close, good cast, circumspect groundskeeper Samson Holt, Thomas Hayden Church. Okay. Tightly wound lawyer Vera Draven S. Kerry Washington, aspiring politician Cy Draven, Daryl McCormack, town doctor Nat Sharp, Jeremy Renner, best-selling author Lee Ross, Andrew Scott, and concert. So, who is this? Oh, Kaylee Spaney. Also,
yeah.
Okay. After a sudden and seemingly impossible murder rocks the town, the lack of an obvious suspect prompts local police chief Geraldine Scott, Mila Kunis, to join forces with renowned detective Benoit Blanc to unravel a mystery that defies all logic. So, we first reported the first trailer arrived, reveals more about what to expect. This is the conclusion. Okay. Still, Johnson looks set to go out on a high if the first reviews at a TIFF or anything. 23 verdicts counted on Rotten Tomatoes. Wake Up, Dead Man, Knives Out Mystery has a glowing 96%. Who was the one negative? Who was the one negative? Let's go take a look. That's just, and that's why I sometimes think that it is because of what I just said. I said let's go take a look, and somebody I think realizes that. But that's just beneath Knives Out at 97, but above Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery at 91. Right. Okay, let me go to Rotten Tomatoes real quick. I'm so curious. Oh, rot. Okay, perfect. There it is. Did we see this? No. Give me Knives Out, Knives Out, Knives Out. Give me Knives Out, Knives Out. Come on, Knives Out.
25 reviews.
Okay, Knives Out. And this is called, which one is this called, Joe?
Yeah, I've got it here. Do you want to say who it is, or do you want to?
Yeah, tell me who it is.
Okay. The one negative review is from Paste Magazine, a person named Trace Sauveur.
Okay.
Sauveur.
And what's it say?
It says, leaning toward a more meaningful mystery for Blanc, but it also suffers from so much narrative baggage that it fails both as the darker personal story it wants to be and as the lighter comic escapade these films usually promise. But they are the only, I don't know what gender they are. They are the only one. Everyone else is positive about this.
Okay. I mean, look, we could very much fall in line with Pace Mags. I don't know. I just always get, when I see a 90/6 and I see one person, I just, whether I should be or not, I always, the pessimist in me goes, I don't know if I trust that person. I don't even know. And I could say that was the most, I could see the movie and go, that's the person that was the most accurate. It was that 96 that was full of crap.
I actually agree with Rocha. The one person not liking it.
But I don't know. I mean, look, I really enjoyed the first one. I didn't love the second one as much as everybody else did. I thought it was predictable. I knew it was coming. I knew who they were going to make the bad guy immediately. It was fun. It was fine, but it wasn't. But everyone was losing their minds over it, and I was like, "Dad, I could tell you right away because the way that they set it up, the way that they cast, I was like, well, this clearly is going to happen." Yeah. Now, are they going to do this for the next one? I don't know. Yeah, it's a great cast though. Great cast.
Yeah, I did a trailer reaction to it. It's up on my channel, and the trailer focuses very much like it's like an English murder mystery, and then it's in this small town. So all of the stuff is happening in the small town with like this priest and all this kind of stuff. So it's a fascinating approach, because the casting is just so interesting to me because Mila Kunis is not someone I would think of to play a police chief, and Thomas Hayden Church looks great. Josh Brolin looks great. And Glenn Close. I mean, when you bring in Glenn Close, you're dancing with a legend. So to me, they've got a nice and Kaylee Spaney, who is very much up and coming.
Great. She's great.
I like the mixture of cast here.
Yeah. I'm excited for the cast. This is one of those things where I will not be watching the trailer. Because I'm going to watch the movie. Right. So I don't need to. And it's at this point, I don't think, reaction or whatever to is not something I need to do. So I'm just going to wait until it comes out. When does it come out?
November 26th. Yeah. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then right to Netflix.
Oh, it comes out in the theater first.
Yeah. Theater for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of those movies I actually would like to see in the theater.
Yeah. I'm happy it's going to be.
I'd like to see this movie in the theater, actually. All right. Well, either way, I think people are pretty excited. I'll tell you one person not excited for is Matt Serra. He hated that first movie. God, hated it. It was like, I've never seen anybody who hate a movie so much. We talked about it when we did the live show in New York. And he went, you could see it on one of the channels. I don't know what channel. I think it was on the Schmoedown channel, but he hated it. He hated it.
To trick me. I don't like being tricked.
I don't know. No, he wasn't. I don't know what it was. He just hated it. Either way, what do you guys think about Knives Out? Are you excited for it? Do you think it should be the last one? Do you think it will be the last one? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. It's that moment of truth where we're going to get to some questions. But before we do, the John Rocha channel is moving and grooving. What's going on in the John Rocha channel?
Yeah, head on over there, people. As I said, my Knives Out 3 trailer reactions up on the channel today. I'll either be going live with a hot mic later today or by myself on The Truth. There'll definitely be a live show later today, so look for that as well. Just dropped a new Geek Buddies episode, new hot mic episode this past couple of days, and so there's a lot there for you all to enjoy. We had a new Jedi Way with me and Kevin Smets handling some of the Star Wars stuff, and we've got Spill the Tequila tomorrow night with me and Winston, and it's going to be a hot one. I guarantee you. Winston and I got a lot to talk about, especially with the opening weekend of the NFL. We got some stories to talk about as well. So come and hang out there. And a plug for my podcast, The Cinephiles. Christian's mentioning Jaws. We just finished our 4-part deep dive on Jaws. It's out there wherever you download podcasts. The Cinephiles, CINEFILES. Thanks, dude.
You got it. All right. So make sure you go and support John's channel. So I don't know if anybody asked the question, so we'll just get into it in general. As you mentioned, on Friday night, Aj Lee returned to wrestling after a 10-year hiatus. People knew it was coming. This is one of those things, though, where I'm glad. What I don't like is sometimes when and wrestling is famous for this,
Hmm.
is when the audience guesses it, they change the plan.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, oh, well, they guessed it, so we got to change it now. No, if it's best for story, then leave it in there. Who cares if they guess it? It just okay. Now maybe they could have done something where they teased it a little bit more. Maybe I think I saw like Dolph Ziggler bring something up. I thought it was interesting
Yeah.
where he said, you know, you could have like maybe had him bring out Rhea Ripley first, and it's kind of like, okay, we're cheering for Rhea Ripley, but that's not who we want. Almost like what they did with when Jinder Mahal came out that one time when everyone was like, we're bringing back an old school wrestler, and he came out and everyone's like, oh my god, and then The Rock came out and it was like that type of thing. You could have done that,
Sure,
but you didn't, and you brought it, and the fact that you have now this rivalry that they have really gotten the most out of with Seth Rollins and CM Punk, and now you're getting it with their spouses. This is great. I don't know AJ Lee. She was around during the times I wasn't watching. I just know how popular she was. Okay. I know that people loved her, and you could tell immediately why. Like, she's skipping to the ring. To me, it looks like she hasn't missed a beat.
Nope.
So I love this. I love the fact that she's been having these conversations, obviously, with her husband, who's now, she probably sees how happy he is, probably sees how this is a different person than when she was, you know, the fact that a different person as far as working atmosphere, and she sees the positivity around it, so she wants to give it a run. Did you love this return?
I loved it. I wish I'd done a live reaction to it. I was just caught up on things on Friday and I couldn't have a chance to watch it, but I was just blown away by the reaction from everybody, because you know, you're not the only person I know in my life who like wasn't around when AJ was around. And I remember I was not the biggest AJ Lee fan when she first got to the WWE. I thought it was a little kind of, oh, I've seen the crazy gimmick. Mickey James did this, blah, blah, blah. But when she had her real estate to cook, she cooked, and she carried women's wrestling for well over a year after she shockingly won the title from Paige. Or Paige beat her, but then she came back and got the title again. Right. It was just fascinating to see how she was able to do the things that she did, carry women's wrestling, and then to go and leave WWE at the height of her popularity because she wanted to handle her mental health. And she went on this whole journey, and she's written a beautiful biography about it and really worked on herself and worked on her mental health, and then has provided some really great guidance. She's part of a number of organizations. And then she came back slowly but surely to like the Women of Wrestling that Jeannie Buss is a co-owner of, and started establishing herself a little bit more. And now through conversations here, she came back. And there's a great thing about coming home. And already, dude, the chatter online is getting louder and louder for Sasha to come back. And I saw that's going to be really.
I think you bring Sasha and Paige back.
Yeah. Bring
them both back.
Very complimentary of AJ coming back because they have a great.
Bring them both back. Bring them both back and get that women's division even stronger than it is. And they'd be idiots not to give AJ Lee the Intercontinental title. Idiots.
Oh yeah.
And they should give her and Punk the titles at the same time.
Yeah.
But we'll see. For the wrestling fans out there, what do you think about AJ's return? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, first one here, 26. We got to try to get to 100 in order to get John.
Ooh, come on.
What can we do?
4 more. Come on.
Can we do? Scott Cross. Hey, y'all. Today is my 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Scott. Spending it with my dog at the vet because he got the poops. Oh, that's horrible. You guys have any funny birthday stories or life advice? I can just tell you the story for me that it might actually be my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
It might be my 30th. No, it wasn't my 30th, but it was one of them. I have a photo somewhere. There's this bar that we went to. Did you ever go to St. Nick's, John, back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, St. Nick's was not too far away from where we were. So I used to go to St. Nick's all the time, and no longer there anymore, but it was right around the corner. It was like our Cheers. And we went there for 2 birthdays back to back, great birthdays. And there is a picture of me. It is the worst Nike commercial you're ever going to see. I have these Nikes that I just had, and I'm laying on the stairs, and my friend took a picture of me, and it's just these picture of the Nike logo is just out there. And I'm at face first into the wood stairs. I don't know how I fell asleep that way, but the power of youth. So there you go.
Yeah. Just for me, it's just the Dimples, the madness of Dimples. You remember Dimples in Burbank? It was a karaoke bar, and my first few years in LA, we had my birthday party there, and all kinds of shenanigans and drunk shenanigans happened there. I remember making out with a girl at the beginning of the night and making out with a different girl by the end of the night. It was like, what a birthday. So it's great. Yeah.
The joke was, it was just a wall. Go Pal. Happy Victory Monday. Now on to a short week.
I know, man. Playing the freaking Packers on Thursday. It's nuts.
Go pal. I have Ballerina 4K coming tomorrow and Only Murder premiere as well. Which do I watch first? Well, I can't really speak to Only Murders. I only watched like the first episode.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say Ballerina just because that's the one that I saw, and I think it's that one to me is would probably be a really fun digital watch.
Yeah, I think so too, especially in 4K. You're gonna really enjoy the fight scenes.
Go with that one.
Yeah.
Kenneth Colton, Gladiators, I salute you. Too as well, Ken. Happy Monday. Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man looks like another banger. 96%, 25 reviews is impressive, yet Netflix in their 2-week limited theatrical release weak sauce. Is it though? I don't know. I think they might have. I think that they're ahead of whether or not you like the way the business is going is a different conversation. So maybe that could be the weak sauce of it all. But business-wise, you make money the first 2 weeks, you rip it out of the theater, you put it in your streaming service.
Yeah.
It's usually when
they still have a service to keep afloat, Kristian. So they can't be. They're not a movie studio.
No,
so, there's a different approach to what they're doing here.
What they're essentially doing instead of a 30-day or 45-day window, they're doing a 14-day window.
Yeah, exactly. It's
maybe that's the new standard for Netflix.
And they're still getting nominated for awards.
Yeah.
So it isn't affecting them in any way, shape, or form.
For business for them, because they don't care about industry standards. They don't give a crap. They don't care about if you say like whether it's weak sauce or you think like we don't like what they're doing. This is a studio that didn't even the service didn't even want to do theatrical at all, and they kind of stumbled and got forced into it. And now they're like, you know what? With K-pop Demon Hunters and this, well, let's just throw. I mean, look, let's make a little money. We're not going to put any money at this whatsoever. Put a little marketing into it. Put it in the theaters for 14 days.
Yeah.
Put it in the bank account. And then that's it. So to them, it's great strategy, but to everybody else, it pisses them off, which I get.
And they make money. July article in THR here telling you they've made $3.8 billion in the second quarter earnings report and a margin of 34.1%, which is up double digits from a year ago. So it could give a crap if you don't like that they're not putting films in the theater. They're making
they don't need to. Yeah. They might, like I said, they might have stumbled into something for them to make like, okay, Greta Gerwig, you want to do 2-week window for Narnia? We'll give you IMAX theaters. There you go. We'll make some money on it. And now it's right to Netflix. Yeah. So you don't want to watch. Oh, we don't want to see it in the theater. We don't want to deal with phones. Don't worry about it. Wait 2 weeks and you can watch it at home. But this is for people who want to go watch it in the theater. Bitch and moan about our movies not being in the theater. Well, in the theater, catch them for the first 2 weeks or don't watch them. You got that kind of. They have the FU money. They have it.
Absolutely.
Kenneth Colton, member for 9 months. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Really appreciate that. Right now, good time to be a member, especially all these unedited reactions that we got. Members are patrons, man. That's a way. I mean, there's so many. PLD is crushing it with that and putting stuff up there. And I mean, so many unedited reactions right now.
Wow.
Wait, did you just ask me something?
Me?
No. He did.
Oh, PLD?
No, Kenneth Colton. I highlighted him as a member and I didn't answer his question. Okay. Always forget to use these. Should count as 9 questions for John. At least got 30. 30 right now. Carlton, London Calling. What's up, Carlton? Congratulations to Steve and John for their incredible breakdown of Jaws. He's your number one fan, man. This guy loves your breakdown over there of Cinema Files. Spanning 4 episodes, highly recommended. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, what do you predict for this box office this weekend? I think it'll be Demon Slayer. I agree. Long Walk. I agree. Weapons. I agree. Actually, you know what? I think Downton Abbey will be number 3, and I think Weapons will be 4, and then Spinal Tap number 5. I'm just switch your 3 and 4, and I got your picks, Jake.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah,
I think they have a bigger audience than.
But don't be surprised if Downton Abbey does better than Long Walk. Don't be surprised. Just put that out there because it's also the one they've pumped it up.
I'm telling you, I would also not be surprised if that happened.
Yeah,
I don't want that to happen. Not because I have anything against Downton Abbey. I just really loved. I wasn't expecting anything from Long Walk. I love that movie.
I agree.
Loved it. Jake, damn it. I meant Demon Slayer, Long Walk. Oh, yeah, Conjuring. Forgot about Conjuring.
Oh, Conjuring.
Yeah, Conjuring. You know what? If you go back to that, let's see. I'm going to say that Demon Slayer is still number 1. I agree. Number 2, I'm going to say is Conjuring.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. 3 is Downton Abbey. 4 is Long Walk. Oh, I hate that. No. 3 is Long Walk. 4 is Downton Abbey. 5 is Weapons.
I reverse your 3 and 4 for me, but yes.
Okay. You do that. You want to reverse it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You reverse it, take a cigar, bounce it back and forth. It's fine. Okay. Do you know my little one? I always talk about how she kills me. Some of the things she says kills me. Like She comes up to my wife was ordering stuff from the grocery store, and the little one comes in and goes, "Mom, you got to order more snacks." And what do you mean more snacks? She's like, "I keep trying to sneak snacks, and there's no snacks in there." I keep about as honest as you're going to get. I'm trying to sneak snacks, but there's nothing to sneak. That's what she says. She says, "Come on, I need this. I'm trying to sneak snacks." This morning, I see her. My wife was making pancakes with chocolate chips, and I'm like, "Where's?" I'm like, "It's too quiet. Where's Maisie?" I find her like behind the door eating the chocolate chips. I'm like, "Get out of here, you rat!" She's laughing her ass off. Corn Emperor, don't say Warner Brothers making money. They need to hide it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, seriously. Simon Section, hey Chris, John, Christian, I enjoyed your recent reaction to Peacemaker. How about that scene where Peacemaker asked one of the terrorists if he had any apples? What happened? It killed me. Did you see that? You've seen them all, right?
Yeah.
So I am now. I just did episode 3. It was just the one that just aired.
Yeah.
And dude, when that guy is in the hallway and he just walks in and hits him in the head without even crying, I had one of the biggest laughs, and I loved that scene.
What happened?
It was hilarious. That episode was great.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I liked it.
Oh, I love that episode.
I do. Yeah, I thought it was.
I'm still with you on Tim Meadows, but
Yeah,
I loved the episode.
Yeah, Tim Meadows and that the Latina girl, not strong. So I'm a little concerned.
Great. I know she's not great. She's not. There was something. No, there was something at the end with a delivery line. It felt like she was acting.
Yeah, I mean, this is the truth. Sometimes actors in another language, it's tough to kind of hit the comedic beats.
Yeah, and I didn't think about that until you said that, but like I did feel that at the end. Maybe it was just that particular scene. I don't know, but yeah, it's not that Tim Meadows isn't hilarious. He is. He feels like he's in a different show. But my main thing with Tim Meadows is why would they hire that guy to watch over this? He's a bumbling idiot.
Right. You've got to ask those questions. Exactly.
Yeah, he's like, I don't believe that. Like, I understood why that team was put together and why they're a bunch of misfits, but I understand why they were hired for the job, because they're good and they're absolutely, they're great. Everybody has their thing. It's like, I never thought, oh, they shouldn't be there. Right. I was like, this guy doesn't do anything right. The bird thing, all that stuff, he's an idiot. Why would Rick Flag Sr. choose him?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You have to kind of ask the questions. What is going on? And there must be a payoff for that, because it's a great question. You know?
It's true, but the rest of the stuff, I loved the multiverse stuff that they did. I loved it.
And what it might be teasing, which is
I thought it was great. I loved it. Joyous Romer, may the force be with you guys. Hey, Outlaw, will you see Mando and Grogu multiple times if it is good?
Sure, why not? Yeah, I've seen Superman 3 times. I thought that was good. I would totally see it. I'm sure Christian will too.
I don't know if I will. It's hard for me to see. There's not many movies I see twice in the theater, unless it's like something that like my kids really want to see.
Isn't Viv at that age where she's getting into Star Wars?
Yeah? She's out. She's at the age now where she's out of Star Wars. Yeah. She's 14 now. She watched it with me when she was like, 9 to like 12. She would watch it. And the little one told me she wants to watch the original trilogy with me. So we'll see. Okay. She keeps telling me she wants to watch it, and we'll see if she's sometimes. But the difference with Vivi would watch everything I watched. Vivi would sit down and she would ask questions about it. Maisie, she don't like it. She's like my wife. Within 10 minutes, she's like, I'm bored, and she walks away. She don't want anything to do with it. But she said she wants to watch it. We'll see. But as far as Mando and Grogu, I got to see what we're working with.
Right.
I'm not expecting. What I'm hoping. What will be satisfying to me is if it's as good as season 1 and season 2, like an episode of one of those seasons. Yeah, it's not going to be a big theatrical special Star Wars film. It's going to be either a good season, like a good episode of a good season of television, or it's going to be a volume heavy disappointment.
Yeah. We'll see.
34 thus far. As we are moving down the line here, you want to keep us going here today and want to get John closer to that victory today. He's got to beat Roxy and Mike. I think they're together tomorrow. I don't even know anymore. Nathan Drake.
Tough twosome.
Did one battle after another cost too much, though, especially for a PTA movie and DiCaprio getting paid his usual $20 million rate? Yeah, is the budget pretty high for that.
I think it's 125.
I don't think that movie is going to be a financial win. I think
I
it's
don't
going to
think
be
they made it for
no.
a financial win. I think
No.
they made it because they thought this could get them Oscars.
Yes.
And studios do that sometimes. I mean,
Yes.
that was the whole point. They tried Napoleon with Apple TV,
Right.
and that sank like a stone. So
Right, but you're 100% right. This movie is made for the chance. It's coming out at the time it's coming out for the chance for awards. The crew that it has, they're not looking to make a big box office hit out of this thing. They can, as long as they can get the accolades that they're going for, and that does, as John said, that happens quite often. And I think that that's what this one is, because this is not a movie. This is definitely, it's almost a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
There's no way this movie is going to make its money back. There's just no way.
And if you pull out to a macro level, Warner Brothers is still doing a lot of work in trying to attract directors after some of their missteps over the last few years. So giving 125 to PTA is kind of sending a signal out to other directors who are auteurs, like, hey, we're a place you can come and make your movies, and we'll give you some money. Might not give you that much, but we'll give you some money.
Something, right?
Yeah.
Hunter Vance, what is your favorite moment from a 2025 summer movie? I think mine is he's flying sequence from F1. That is a pretty great sequence. It's a great sequence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, but I don't want to spoil anything though. You know, I'll tell you this. There's the first one that stands out to me. There's a moment in and I've mentioned this in Weapons, where you've seen Weapons, yes, John?
Yes.
So when there's a dream sequence and Josh Brolin's character wakes up from the sequence, and it just felt so organic, so real, so fun. And that's one of my favorite sequences. There's quite a lot of them. That's the first one that comes to mind. There's a lot of stuff from Naked Gun that stands out, but and there's other things too that pop. But that to me that's the one that stands out.
Superman qualifies, right, as a summer movie?
Of course.
Then the Mr. Terrific battle scene. That is my favorite. That's my favorite scene of the moment of the entire summer. It's amazing.
Ronetta. Hey guys. Quick hi, I'm on lunch. Hello, Ronetta. Hope you had a good weekend. We did, thank you. Saw the Hamilton play at the movies. Fabulous. What?
Hamilton play. I saw the Hamilton play at the movies.
At the movies, right. Question: which director is more likely to still be winning Oscars 20 years from now? Ryan Coogler. Still winning, or potentially winning, or having a shot to win?
Oh yeah.
Nolan, if he's still doing movies.
Yes, Nolan for sure. I think Greta Gerwig is a real possibility going forward. And depending on how Emerald Fennell and Wuthering Heights is received is pretty controversial. I think she's someone. And PTA, if he's still around in 20 years.
Sure. Why wouldn't he be? How old is he?
I think he's in his 40s.
Yeah. No, he's not in his 40s. No way. I'm gonna say PTA is 57.
Oh, sorry. He started in the 90s. You're right.
How old is Paul Thomas Anderson?
Hold on. Let's look it up real quick.
55.
He's 55.
Yeah, he's not in 40s.
Oh, sorry, Paul. He looks good. He looks good for 55.
Yeah. I'm sure he's not gonna. You don't have to apologize for him saying he's that young. I'm sure he's very happy. Anyway, hey, by the way, for the audience, we're going to continue reading questions here. Do me a favor, and I'll get to it once we get to the 1:15 timeline. I meant to ask this earlier as we're talking about the campaign that we're doing for the pilot. Do you guys think, and I want to get your opinion, do you guys think that Indiegogo is the way to go or Kickstarter is the way to go? I want to get your thoughts. I want to get the thoughts from the audience here. I'm going to rely on you guys heavily on a lot of this stuff too, to give me your thoughts. Evil John Madden, please have your hot friend Sam react to Krull. I don't think anyone will watch that, Evil John Madden. And the original Toxic Avenger. If I was going to do that, I should have done that earlier. They're awesome. I don't know. I don't know why they haven't remade Krull, to tell you the truth. Even as like a streaming movie.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't have the footprint that they think it does, but you would. It's a great point. Like a lot of 80s things get remade. Why not?
A lot of things, yeah. And the original Toxic Avenger I should have done. She's so busy, dude. Right now, all the stuff that I have her doing, like we've got all the Nolan movies. We got to do we're gonna do the X-Men movies. And we have so much Fincher movies that she hasn't seen, so tons. Nathan Drake, R.I.P. to my Dolphins. Whoa, that was painful.
Oof, that was rough.
Well, like I said, I was just knew that I was surprised I didn't get a text from both John and Ellis. Evil John Man, are the Real Rejects of Cinepals mad you're using reactors to react to awesome movies? So Real Rejects, Real Rejects, I don't have anybody reacting to, like, because Roxy's not doing it and Coy's not doing it on my channel. They're on my well, Coy could be coming back to the show, but not for reactions. So nothing on that. As far as if you're saying on the channel, well, Roxy and Coy were on my channel way before they were on anybody's channel. And the same thing as Cineplex Mad using your reactors. The same thing. Steph's been on my channel for 4 years now. Or she was on SEN for Sith Council, and then we moved this over and we came here. So no, they were found from my channel. So no. Nathan Drake, is Julia getting good reviews for the Luca movie? She is. A lot of people are saying she's the standout and she's her best work in a long time, and that she's sniffing an Oscar.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Anything geeky? Hey guys, sending some love. Boston lady, thank you. Anything geeky? I appreciate that. 39 thus far, John. 39.
Nice. 39. That's great.
Let's make 100. Come on, we can do it.
Come on.
We can do it.
Ask us about anything. It doesn't have to be about the topic.
No, it can be about wrestling. It can be about business in general. Jake, I have nicknamed this day of the week Arkham Monday because some of Rocha's takes are absolutely insanity. The heart better than Lord of the Rings. Come on, man. That's the take that I've seen most people say. Out of all the crazy shit that you have said, this is the one that people I have seen the most. Even when you're not on the show, people ask me about this.
People get real upset about it.
Real upset.
I don't understand. I mean, it's just a difference of opinion. I know, because I don't know. The nerds love that stuff. The nerds love that because they see themselves as the hobbits, and I don't see myself as a hobbit. So that's why I just don't connect to that one strongly. But there's a strong contingent of Hobbit fans. So I'm not in a small amount of people for sure.
Yeah. Spencer Drake, is there still a chance for Stuckman to come on and talk Shelby Oaks? Would love to hear that discussion from Kickstarter and Neon, You Reviewers Unite. So I texted him. A couple of weeks when the trailer came out. I texted him and I told him I'd reach out to him again when we got closer. When is the release date for that movie, John? Do you know?
November, I think.
Is it in November? Yeah. So I'm going to reach out to him again. I'm sure he's going to be doing press for it. So I'm going to reach out to him again to have him on. And you guys should I don't know if he's on Twitter still, but you should reach out to him or tell him in his videos that you want to see him on this show. And I think he's going to do it anyway. But yeah, I'd love to have him. I mean, I haven't talked to him in so many years, but I'd love to catch up with him and talk to him, especially with what I'm doing. I would love to get his insight because I've said it since the beginning. I was kind of inspired from what he did. So it's one of the reasons I'm doing it this way, because I feel like the way that his audience backed him, I feel like my audience would back me if they care about the thing that I'm doing. So I would love to hear his journey. Absolutely. 100%.
And just to clarify, October 3rd is when it's coming out.
Okay.
The wrong title, month out there, October 3rd. And it's already 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Great. So I'll reach out to him. Maybe probably a couple of weeks beforehand for sure. Okay. So probably in a couple of weeks, actually.
Okay.
All right. And again, go to his comments and tell him that you want to see him on my show. All right. Let's see. Next one. And this is C Black. Loki versus Downey is going to be epic. Roles reversed. I would love to see that. Love it.
Yeah, it can be fascinating if they can get that thing right.
Yeah. It's me, Steve-O.
Hey,
have you guys seen Highest to Lowest? Also, Fly Eagles Fly. Stop that. I just started watching Highest to Lowest last night.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked what I saw so far. Did you see the whole movie?
Yep, saw the whole movie in the theater a couple weeks ago. I did like it. Yeah,
okay.
Look, I think it's some of Spike Lee's best stuff in a while. And I think Denzel is in full Pacino heat mode of his career now. Denzel, when you cast Denzel, you're going to get Denzel. So yeah, I liked it. And I thought ASAP Rocky was. Wait to get to that, Kristian.
Okay, yeah. I'm only at the part where he's trying to figure out. I mean, I'm so early into it. I'm like maybe 15, 20 minutes, like where he's trying to figure out how he just told his partner, sell it to me.
Yeah.
And then he goes,
right.
Yeah, and then he goes home, tells his wife, and that's where I'm at right
now.
Yeah. Cool Cash CG. Florence Pugh was recently cast in Brand New Day. She could be post-credit scene recruiting Peter into the new Avengers. I think she's cast in it. It's gonna be they're not gonna tell you that she was cast in it for a post-credit scene.
Yeah,
she's gonna have a little bit more to do, and I think she will be trying to recruit somebody for sure.
I think she's got a bigger role to play because they know, regardless of how Thunderbolts did, she's a star. And so I think they want to give her a much stronger role to play over the next two next two films. As
much as we goof around, you and I, about the Florence Pugh, she is 100% a star, and she's incredible. And she's one of the best parts about Thunderbolts, if not the best part about it. she's a phenomenal actress, and she is. I think she's an absolute star. Scott Horowitz. Hey, Kristian, I've lost 60 pounds. Good for you. I'm a Yankee fan. Look at that. I love that. In the last 18 months, and now starting to work out with a trainer, hearing about your gym experience. Thanks. That's great, man. I love that. And I'm glad that you were doing that. And I'm like, that was the thing that I think that, and I'll tell you this. So I went to that party, John, on Saturday night. And after a couple of drinks and stuff in general, I hit the dance floor. You know, that's what I do. But normally, I remember being at Kate Mulligan's birthday party, hitting the dance floor, and I was exhausted.
Okay.
I remember one point going, oh, I got to sit down, because I was so winded.
Yeah.
I didn't get tired once. On Saturday.
I know.
And I'm 4 years older than I was then. And my wife was like, you're dancing all night. And she's like, she was really paying attention to the fact. She's like, she could tell. My wife now has been, because she was giving me shit in the beginning. She's like, hey, your body looks the same. Now she's like, I can tell. I can see what you're doing. I can tell you got more stamina in general when you're dancing around the place. So it just makes you feel better. It really does.
Yeah. I'm down 50 pounds.
For you.
Same thing, brother. Same thing. Like, we're now taking walks. I used to get winded when I was 264, like 10, 15 minutes into the walk. We're doing an hour and no problem. No problem. I'm keeping up with her. I used to tell her to slow down because I couldn't keep up. Now we're walking at the same pace, man. It's great. And she notices too in bed, like when we're snugs, and she's like, there's half of you left. What the fuck?
I know. I'm telling you. It's just, and it's like, I was at the gym. Now it's funny. I remember when I was going to the gym, I started, I think, in February. And when I was going, I remember having to like tell myself, okay, you got to go today. You have to go today. Don't, because my friend was also Ming, who's been on the channel now twice, was also waiting for me. So it was me pushing myself. I can't have him not waiting for me. He's taking time out of his schedule, and he pushed me to do it. And I learned the routines. Now I get mad if I don't go to the gym.
That's good. That's
good. Like I won't, that we were goofing around it on Saturday. Like my wife was like, oh, they're all me and my friends, John and James, who I talk about all the time. Like, she's like, all three of them are in good shape. And my friend's wife jokingly goes, yeah, it's because they have time. I go, I don't have any time. I said, I don't have any time. I make the time. Yeah. And that's the whole thing, Scott. So I'm glad you're making the time.
Congratulations, Scott.
Yeah, it's great. Beto Power. Did you guys watch Task on Max? Sunday night, HBO's back with a vengeance. Very promising pilot. John, you saw the whole season, right?
I saw all 7 episodes. Yeah, I was very fortunate to get the
time. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good series. It's a really good series. And like, the actors they have in this are excellent. And I love that Fabian Frankel, who of course was in Kristen Cole there in House of the Dragon, he's really good. Ruffalo's good. Martha Plimpton is excellent. And the 2 or 3 other young actors they brought in, and Tom Pelphrey, who plays the main antagonist, really, really good. You guys are in for a treat.
I'll have to watch it. It's same creators as
Mayor of Easttown.
Great. Yeah, I gotta tell my wife that, because she loved that show too. So we'll probably start watching that together. I won't watch that without her.
It's even darker than that show. And I keep forgetting Amelia Jones, who's the main lead of Coda, the girl who was in Coda. She plays this sister of the antagonist. She is fantastic.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Vedger Seek. I think Downey and Chris have the best chemistry in the MCU. The only thing that would make Doomsday fail is a bad script with too much jokes. Well, it's not the only thing. If your budget is the rumored $400-500 million, and people aren't caring as much about movies, and the interest is gone, doesn't matter how good your movie is. Look at Thunderbolts, and like I said, look at Fantastic Four. Those movies are disappointments, and those movies are good. Yeah. So it's not the only thing that's going to make it fail. However, a bad script will definitely make it fail. Yeah. Seattle KO. What are your guys' go-to karaoke songs? It just depends. I'll tell you what, because the DJ and I were getting along really well on Saturday night, and we were talking. He was trying so hard to get this. He couldn't get the internet working on this thing. But I was going to sing Special Ed's "The Mission," which I always love that one.
Nice.
I was Doors always. Tom Petty, Bob Dylan. Those are ones that I'll go to right away.
Cool.
How about you?
Piano Man, Billy Joel, Neil Diamond's "America." I love doing that one. Scenario, The Tribe Called Quest. Usually get a couple of buddies to do that. And Beastie Boys, Sure Shot. Sure Shot's
that's a good one.
That's standard. Yeah.
Corn Emperor, love you guys. Go Pack, go. Hopefully, great season. Let's see. One game out. One game done. Let's see. Anything geeky? The fact that Conjuring kicked Weapons' butt. I don't know if it kicked Weapons' butt. Weapons been out in the theater for 87 weeks. Makes me sad, but happy butts were in seats. Sorry, it didn't beat Weapons. Weapons is going to be on digital like next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're in the same studio. So that was paced very smart. Yeah, it didn't beat it. If it beats it, well, I guess so. What did it make? What did Conjuring make so far overall worldwide?
87 million.
No, more than that. Sorry, 187.
Yeah, 187.
So it's getting. I mean, look, it could beat Weapons at 215, 220 something. So it could beat it overall. It's possible.
Yeah, Weapons right now is at 250.
Yeah.
So if that fact that's only 70 million away.
Right. Yeah. I know we don't get political, but this one came in, so I got to read it. Josh Voskowitz.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Fart. Brandon Summers. What's up, fellas? What's your level of hype for Star Wars Starfighter, given the recent casting news? And did you all see the gameplay for the new 007 game? I did. Strangely enough, I did see the gameplay and it looked pretty good.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you what, Brandon, you'll be happy to hear this, my friend, because Brandon gets upset that I'm not as hyped up for Star Wars as I used to be. I'm actually starting to get pretty hyped for this movie. So I'll give it, and this is a good score, although it doesn't seem like a good score. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10 as far as my hype for Starfighter.
Okay,
because that's a very being cautious.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it explodes at the box office the way it's going to. But I think the fact that it's an unusual coming together of some really strong actors who are well known and a director who is riding high off his most recent project. So I think there's a lot of positives to look at for this one. And it feels like a one-off, even though I do think they're going to connect it up at the end of the movie. It does still feel like a one-off. So they're able to play on both sides of the fence on this particular approach to Star Wars. So yeah, I'm crazy excited for it.
Corn Emperor, like and subscribe. Spill the tequila tomorrow. There you go. Yeah. Bo 26. Just by the numbers, movies perform better on streaming after a theatrical run. Just look at any 10 movie stream chart. Netflix losing out on money. Maybe not anymore. If they're putting it out in the theater 2 weeks beforehand, might not be losing out on money anymore. They might actually. Those first 2 weeks are usually the biggest out of all of them. You know.
Yeah, I don't see logic. And movies perform better on streaming after a theatrical run. Yeah, that's what Netflix is doing, putting movies out in theaters and then bringing them right to Netflix 2 weeks later. True. So they're not losing any money at all. Yeah.
Are you watching Alien Earth, by the way?
I am. Yeah, I love that show.
I'm like, where am I? I can't remember what episode I'm on. But it's funny because I really like the show a lot. They're only about an hour long. It's kind of a slow burn.
It's very much Andor. It's got that Andor
kind of feel. I'll give that to you for sure. And I really enjoy it a lot. It's a really good show. I think when does the new episodes come out? Tomorrow? So right now, currently, I'm only one episode back. I'll probably be. It might be one episode back again tomorrow, but we'll see. But I'm enjoying it. I am.
Most recent episode, bro, it might be the best episode of the season.
Really? The last one?
Last one. It's a flashback episode to what.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, okay. So I don't. Yeah, that one I don't. I am at the point where one of the kids or whatever just did something, and there's I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. All right. Julius Wyatt, Mike Tomlin is really going to go 9-8 again.
I don't know. Rodgers looked good yesterday. He running that offense. We're going to see the Steelers defense though giving up that many points to the Jets. That's the concern. I don't think you need to be concerned about the offense. I
didn't realize they only lost by 2.
Yeah. 32 points to a Justin Fields led Jets team. That's not
good. C Black. Thoughts on the Avengers movies appearing in the top 10 movies for Disney Plus for September? What's causing the interest?
Oh, I think all the talk about the Avengers casting and all the talk about the storylines. People love those movies, man. They love to go back to those movies.
You and I are in a very different page. I land in the Jeff Snyder camp. I think that I don't think you, and I've said this to you in person. I've said this to you outside. I think that what you don't realize sometimes, you say like, every time I look at my feed and I see people talking about this stuff, and I see it all the time, and it means that everybody else is seeing it. It's your algorithm, man. Like that's why, because you pay attention. That's your algorithm. So you're in that world. That's why it's shuffled to you. Totally. Like I call it, like the casual fan is not hearing about these casting things. They're not. So like the casual people are ones who are watching this stuff, and that's more of the question: is what's causing the interest on everybody else watching it too?
I think you're insane. You're absolutely insane.
You live in a bubble, my friend. You live in a bubble.
I don't live in a bubble. You live in a bubble.
I mean, I live in it with you. I live in this bubble with you. I agree with you.
But I think you're off base because all of these YouTube channels wouldn't exist if it was just like the nerd bubble. The fact that there are casuals watching all of these YouTube
Big
channels,
bubble. Big bubble.
millions to hundreds of thousands. You tell me that everybody who watches Real Reject stuff is in the bubble? That's nonsense.
A lot,
fine. But there's more
bubble.
and more casuals that are watching and paying attention to this stuff because it's much more readily available than it was when we were growing up.
Look, so for example, Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay, Endgame is one of the highest. The reaction that we did is one of the biggest videos that we did, not on shorts but on videos, and it did almost 500,000 views. I think those 500,000 people are in that bubble. Yes, I do.
Wow,
in the Marvel bubble. Okay. I really do.
All right.
Anyway, Julius Wyatt. Perfect Sunday with 4 games at the same time. I know I didn't get watch a lot of football because I was running around with my wife, obviously, for her birthday. So, Paul Hitchcock. Saw weapons. I dug it. Tonal shift in the last few minutes was crazy. Made me think of what the orphans would do to Miss Hannigan and Aurelia. 100%. Definitely has that vibe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love it. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to say I'm going down here. This is now.
Lord, Rocha, take the L. I kind of love people like that. They cry.
Cowboys fan. Hey, John, I cannot remember if it was on your channel or on this one. I'm going to read it just like he did. Hold on. This again. Hi, John. I can't remember if it was on your channel or on this one, but I sent a super chat. And remember, I predicted Superman would do as well as it has, but no one thought it would when I said it.
Damn, blew my posters down. Well, first of all, Cowboys fan, I know you get a little crazy and you think you're making these predictions that no one else, but other people say stuff, bro. So no offense, but it's fine that you predicted it, but a lot of people predicted the Superman would do well. And it didn't do that well. Let's not go crazy. 615 is fine.
It did well.
It did 125 million profit.
That's a profit. That's a profit.
Remember, Fantastic Four was made for only 200.
Sure.
And it made 500. So you could argue that it might make more money in the end than Superman did. And there's still people who question the numbers of how much Superman actually cost to make, right? People are still saying that it could have been 360 is what it actually cost, and that they're hiding the actual number and want to play the lower number, so it looks like they made more. So,
well, Josh Vasquez said, Kristian, not sure if anyone's told you, there is a special DVD of Memento that allows you to watch in chronological order. Yeah.
Whoa.
On the comment section, I saw quite a few people who told me. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. Next one is Brandon Summers. The Browns losing by 1 after playing pretty well and missing a field goal and extra point is peak Browns fandom for me. This is why I appreciate the loyalty though in you. The fact you just know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You really do. Okay. Crashing Coyote. Rocha, be cautious. Good team, but your coach doesn't have what it takes. I'm a Falcons fan. 28-3. I learned the hard way with Dan Quinn.
Well, was that Dan Quinn or Sean McVay calling the plays? Right? McVay was the one who wasn't it McVay? Or no, it was the other guy. I forget. I can't remember the guy's name. The guy's in San Francisco. That guy. He was the guy that was calling the plays and went too cautious or too aggressive, and it ended up costing them. So but
we'll see. Mad Sinister McCall. Crazy dreams last week. I was cast as Superman by Gunn. Spent $274 on food at Walgreens, and bully from school was hiding meth in a soap dispenser. That is specific. Wow, look at that. Specific. This is going to be a crazy thing for people to realize when this, and this probably I know what they're going to say right afterwards. Josh Vasquez, what are your thoughts on Dances with Wolves? I've never seen it.
Oh
no, that's one of my ones that I've
maybe never... we've talked about doing a reaction video. It would have to be that I haven't seen it because it could be that you haven't seen it.
Is there a movie? Is that a movie that's good for reactions?
I don't know. Research it. I'd be happy to do it with you. I haven't seen it in forever, but I'd like to do it with you.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. All right, I'm going down the line here, guys. Like I said, I'm looking for a question. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a single shot for this. I didn't say I need you guys. I need you. I need you here. So I asked you all to give me your opinion on the Kickstarter or the Indiegogo on what you think could work and what kind of tiers. And I'm not asking you to throw in super chats, but I'm asking in the live chat. Put your thoughts in there. Which one you think is more viable to make this thing happen? I asked you a bunch of you guys a while ago, and not one of you put a thing in. I'm relying on you guys for this. for this. I'm putting everything into this thing to make this thing work. And I need you guys. I need your opinions. I need your thoughts. I need all of it. Which one do you think is the way to go? Kickstarter, Indiegogo. What would you want to see on it? Put your thoughts in there, please. I beg of you. All right. Let's see. Next one after this.
Yeah.
We've got no, I don't have a six-pack yet. I do abs 4 days a week, but I don't have it. I mean, because like I looked, God bless Greg Alba. I mean, he got cut like a mother app.
What is going on there with Greg? Greg is now wispy at this point.
He looks like
grab him by his legs and fling him around like a bat.
I don't know, man. He's got that Brad Pitt body right now and from Fight Club. You see, like good for him.
That's what it is.
Yeah, good for him. He's been working hard. And he's working around and you know what it is though, and this shows you how important it is. It really is about diet and measure. I don't measure out certain I don't measure out like the amounts and everything. Like he's real strict, and obviously his body will show you how strict he is. For me, I am, and like I sneak myself a pizza here and there. I sneak that, and I'm not as strict as maybe I should be. So I'm not getting in that kind of shape anytime soon. Plus the fact, I think we were like 13 years apart also. So his body's able to transform a little bit better. But God bless him. He's working real hard. Real hard. Okay, let's see. So right now, 53, John.
Hey,
yeah, 53, and you've got James Payne. Nice one there. Thank you, James. I had thoughts about an Audie Murphy biopic or series, also one for Roberto Clemente. There is one. Isn't there a Roberto Clemente? Oh, there's actually a documentary that's coming out on it. Who would you guys like to see biopics for? I still want to see a George Carlin one. I know they talked about it, but I really want to see it. Yeah.
What do you think about this Chris Farley one? Like Josh Gad offered an update this week that they're going to start shooting next year.
He's doing Chris Farley?
He's directing it. This is his directorial debut. Paul Walter Hauser is playing Farley.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. He'll the perfect cast for he'll be able to nail it. I'm worried about him though. I'll be worried about him because Farley got really in a place where his health was bad. And Paul Walter Hauser is the type of guy that's going to throw himself into that role, like literally throwing himself to tables and everything too. And he ready. I mean, the guy's jumping off of ring posts doing wrestling things so I worry about him because I feel like he'll really commit to it in maybe a way that you're like, oh, can we get a stunt double to do that?
Plus, he's got to put on the weight.
Right? That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Large at the end.
Yeah. And he will. And he lost. You go back to Paul Walter Hauser's earlier work, and he was heavier.
Yes,
he lost a lot of weight. I think he's perfect for it. Perfect. Right. You?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him doing it, seeing what he can do with it. I'm not the biggest Josh Gad fan, so we'll see what his direction chops are like. Or director.
Well, that's why I went skeptical on you. I went when you said that that he was doing it. I was like, he's not in it, is he? Yeah. But he's got good comedic instincts, though. You know what I thought he was excellent at? I thought he was excellent at moderating panels.
Yeah, the during the COVID thing, what he did was great, bringing the retro.
Oh yeah. But I meant like the cons, like Star Wars and things like that stuff. He was excellent at that stuff, and he's got good comedic timing with other things. I just don't like him in front of the camera as much.
Me too.
Yeah. Crashing Coyote. P.S. I'm a script supervisor for a TV production company, so if you need extras for the show, I could do it for free because you and Campy over the years why I've made it so far in the industry. That's very kind, Crashing Coyote. Least I could do. Email me. Let's talk about it. Because I'm gonna do email me at the email thing that's connected to the channel, please. I'd love to talk to you about that because we're gonna need that. We're gonna have to cut corners and stuff for certain things too. So I would love to pick your brain about that stuff, please. Okay. So let's see. Going down the line here too, and then we got Shay Markel support giving us the 55. All right, let's see next one. And you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put our good friend, hey, Fanimator or Anonymous 101. I know animation's for everybody, and I know it's not just for kids. I haven't heard one peep out of you about should it be Indiegogo or should it be Kickstarter? You say the same thing in every chat. Today, I want you to switch it up a bit and tell me. I want to hear all you people. So there we go. Shay Markel. I forgot Ryan Gosling was in Remember the Titans. Oh, he sure was.
Oh, yeah.
Sure was. Absolutely. Let's see. So Karen, I love Karen. Karen,
Yeah.
she's great, but she says reaction movie channel. Some people talk too much in reactions. You have to. You have to. That's what people don't understand with the reaction. You can't tune in and people just doing this.
Yeah. No one's tuning in to you going.
No, you got to hear the comments on it. You have to. If otherwise, just watch the movie. Yeah. I love you, but you have to. Mark Long. Hi. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you.
Hey.
All right. Next one after this. Oh, good. I'm glad I made people laugh. When we were screaming out that guy's super chat, that was my best. Brandon, don't do it again, son of a bitch. Hey, KH, long time watcher, long time commenter. You never yelled at me before, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Rocha, you're all right. Oof. Not doing that again. Hurts my voice. Plus, I got neighbors.
I don't want to be cool for this guy if he's going to yell at me. So I'm happy to be all right.
That's right. Shay Markel, I'm a fan of Spike Lee, but highest to lowest was a letdown. The score was atrocious. The score wasn't great. I'm with you on that. It was a little out of place. And the editing room choked the life out of half of the scenes. Really interesting.
I have to disagree. I liked the score.
I gotta hear the rest of it. I'm listening 15 minutes.
My issue is the wife and the kid. They're not that strong as actors.
Okay. All right, we gotta see it. Okay. Julius Wyatt, I don't like being a Falcons fan today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
Abernathy.
You had the game.
Come on, Abernathy. You looking to get banned today? What are you doing? Come on, better than that. Okay. So let's see. Next one. Okay, so there we go. Finally, one person out of all my peeps here that I've asked for people to do, and everybody's talking about farts. Corn Emperor, I don't know. Kickstarter seems to be more well known. Yeah, but apparently what they do with Kickstarter, John, is that if you don't hit the goal, it goes Gonski. If you do Indiegogo, you can at least use some of it towards the thing you're going to do.
Right.
So, okay, let's say. So now I'm getting some more people. Dawn, so I don't know the difference between the two. I've supported people on both, but I don't see a difference. Shay Markel, I have no idea about either of them. I know very little about platform. Kickstarter is more known. I'm not sure if I know the difference. Kickstarter. Are you going to show them off in a live too? Okay. Oh, we're talking about my abs. No. Unhurt. Siren says Kickstarter. Okay. I got to really go and look. I've supported both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Haven't noticed any material difference from my end. Okay. All right. I'll have to keep looking. Okay. Yeah. Nathan Drake. Does your friend Pinto know Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Doom? No, I don't think either one of them does. Let me see if my friend. I'm gonna call. I always try to call these people and they never pick up during the workday. I wonder why. I'm not. You know what? I was gonna call Barnaby, but he just scares me. Even when I saw him at his wedding, I told him people want me to put him on the air. He's like, I'll do it. I was like, I know you will do it. I'm like, I'm worried about what you say if you do it. So, okay. So yes, no, there's no way he knows who's cast as Doom. I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. I'm telling you. My wife, who lives with me, doesn't know who's cast as Doom. John's in a different world. He just told me how to say it, and I said it wrong. Is it? But I did it again. Bone 26. Netflix spending to acquire Knives outright for $400 million, releasing 2 sequels on limited runs after the first $312 million at the box office is short-sighted. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm telling you. I know how to run a streaming service and make money for it. I am BHow26. I'm telling you what they're doing.
BHow. That's you? BHow. That's BHow. Okay. Go Pal. I just saw the new Naked Gun, and there were some big laughs overall. I was a little underwhelmed. All right, you and John are on the same page. I am not there. It's one of my favorites of the year. Loved it. And any toilet begging for the brown. My favorite line.
Did you see the deleted scene with him and Paul Walter Hauser? It's hilarious.
No, I got to see it.
He says, cover me. And he throws a blanket on him. And Liam is like walking into shit as he's trying to run out. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Julius Wyatt. I would love if the Oscars this year is a race between the Safdie's sports biopics, though we looked bad against an FCS team. Go Dogs. Hey, you gotta love peeps. Yeah.
Who's we look bad against FC? Oh, Georgia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
You know what it is also? By the way, and I bring this up to Karen as far as yes, but not every minute. Here's the thing that I also don't think that people realize it, which is fine. It's not every 2 minutes. It's every 2 minutes when you watch the edited version.
Right.
When you watch the unedited version, you're going to get a lot of the just if you watch an unedited version, you're going to get a lot of downtime of just watching. The reason they edit it that way is so it's moving. If you just edit it into every 2 minutes of just 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then you're bored out of your skull.
Yeah, of course.
It's every 2 minutes is why you get a comment. It's not as you think. They're not talking every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's edited as if it's every 2 minutes, so you can be entertained. That's what it is. So I would suggest, whether it's our channel or whoever's channel of you it is, go and watch one of their unedited. Then you're going to get exactly what you want. Okay. Gene Bernst, how do you feel about Idris Elba? Great actor and DJ. I would marry him. I'm straight, but imagine having breakfast with him while we listen to his songs. I bet you he's the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah,
the frustrating part is his choices for movies or projects.
Yeah, he does. No, he should be a massive star.
He should be a massive star. He should be the British Denzel.
I agree.
It's just not there for whatever reasons.
Especially with all the way he's always great.
Yes.
He's never you never see a performance for him where you're like, but he wasn't good in that one. He's always great. Yeah. Even the shows. He was in a show that I watched. It might have been on Apple. It was about that plane.
Yeah, hijack.
Hijack. Was that Apple?
Mm-hmm.
He was great in that. No one talked about that show.
There's a second season coming. He was
great.
It was good, so well received.
My wife and I loved that show. It was great, but nobody talked about that show.
Yeah.
But he's great. Joyous Romer. Support Kristian anywhere when you have Mark Ellis on. So I tried to get him on not too long ago. We've been talking about it. I kind of agree with them on this. We're trying. He said that the first time he comes on again, he wants to come on in person because we keep trying. He was supposed to be here in October. He was going to try to get here for my birthday, but he's not able to make it in October. He might come in the end of the year, and if so, then we might just have him come in here and do that. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Next one is Dope Don Designs. Why don't studios open their own theaters? Well, they almost did that at one point. There was talk about that. I remember during the pandemic. It probably the amount of money that goes into it, and it's not really a viable, like financially might not work for them, because you think about it, if they open their theater, even if it's like a 3 or 4 screen theater, right? They've got it. And what are they going to be playing during those times?
Yeah.
Even as a 2 screen theater, it's like they could play 2 movies at the same time. They could play a lot of their stuff that they already have license to, but I don't know. I don't think it's a viable business, to be honest.
Wait, I'm sorry. All right, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
What? Go.
No, you don't like me to read the chat, so let's move.
Yes, don't read the chat. Stop that. If you're paying attention to the chat that's on the screen, go, pal. I saw the first 3 days.
Let me answer the question. So you and I know El Capitan is essentially owned by Disney, and they do stuff there, but there is an upkeep involved, and it's a loss leader for a studio to have a theater or a series of theaters. So that's why they don't have theaters, because there's no way to consistently promise you'll be getting enough movies to validate the costs of running a theater. So you're talking refreshments, you're talking staff, like there's a upkeep, there's a lot. And then if people don't go see these movies, your theater is the theater they're going to focus on to show how badly people aren't watching your movie. So it's a dangerous proposition. I guess that's my answer there.
Yeah. PLD's commenting is me in the chat. Don't do that.
What?
He did it by accident. Okay. So PLD says fart starter. Oh, thanks. It's very, very, very helpful. Very helpful.
A whopping $2. Come on. PLD.
Yeah. DJ Case to tell a subpar joke. Come on, PLD.
Come on.
I also, you gotta give $20 till subpar jokes.
I know.
$40 till terrible jokes. I will support on either platform. Just tell me when and where. Thank you, DJ Case. I mean, that's the case. Look, I'm telling you, the conversation, and John, I'm going to tell you off screen because I don't know how much I can say yet.
Okay.
So basically what they did was, I can say this, that when we were talking about this and we're coming up, because I said, we're the goal, what we're doing now is we are editing the script. We're taking that. Then the next thing is what they said is like, okay, here are the characters that we think because both Martini and I are unknown, right? Yeah. They want to build out and they want to build around with cast, and a couple of the names that they threw out. They said, give us a cast list. These are some of the names we want you to put on. I said, you guys want to go that big with it? And they said, yes. So they want to put that list, and they say, okay, because then when we put the Kickstarter number out and the audience also knows this is the kind of cast that we're going for, whether or not we get these people or not, we don't know, but we're going to go for this cast, that they know that we're not just we're trying to make a real thing here.
Yeah.
And so like some of the names were great. And I mean, just, it would be a dream to be able to do some of this stuff.
Yeah. So
I appreciate that, DJ Case, and I hope everybody feels that way. And I hope I give you guys a project that you want to support. That's the goal. It's getting good. It's getting, I'm excited. I can tell you that we gave it to somebody's company recently. Somebody's company that if I said their name, you would all know it immediately. And it wasn't that person in general, but it was somebody's company. And that person who loved it. And it wasn't, and they could have easily said, this is not something that,
right.
Is great. But they loved it. And so it just feels special. Gene Bernst. Sorry, watching Hobbs and Shaw. # Black Superman. Well, there you go. Shay Markel. Question, fellas. How good would the Street Fighter movie be? Keep in mind, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is casting it as well. I think that they're doing great stuff with the marketing of it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be any good.
I think it looks cheesy as hell. But I have no expectations for the film to be well, is what I would say. But I think they're doing how can we make this film appeal to influencers and TikTok culture?
Maybe they got to get that video game audience in there is what they got to do.
Yeah.
Crashing Coyote. Christian's right. Only reason my friends know about that Doomsday casting is I always tell them about it. Most people won't know until the first trailer. I agree. They're not paying attention to movie news.
Okay.
Telling you. Okay. Julius Wyatt. Yes, I went to UGA. And so I just say because I like to. Yeah, I had an ex that went to UGA. I almost went to UGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother world. You go to UGA.
Yep. Shay Markel. Rocha. Have you watched Foundation on Apple TV?
I have not. Is that the Rebecca Ferguson one? I don't really watch a lot of sci-fi shows. It's not really my jam. I never watched Expanse either. People
she wasn't an Expanse, was she?
No, I'm saying sci-fi type show.
I heard both of those were good. I heard both of those are really good.
Yeah.
Josh Vaskovich. Rocha, I'm with you on The Rock. I love him, but he's been exposed in my eyes. But this is a town that is, what have you done for me lately? Guess what is going to happen by the end of this year, John? Everyone's going to love The Rock again. Everyone's going to love The Rock again. The Smashing Machine is going to get everyone to love The Rock again. Do you want to bet on that too? This is a very what I do. No, human beings are predictable, and they are going to see this performance, and then in 2 years they're going to hate him again.
And then what happened? No, before that? What happens when the Moana live action film comes out and is a stinker?
That's next year.
It's not going to be next year, but
that's next year.
That's fine. But people are already pushing back on his ridiculous narrative that he pushed out there at Venice. So I think that's going to if he keeps going down that road, it's going to keep exposing him.
All right, we'll see.
And we'll see how much of a bias people have about The Rock in the academies. Everyone's like, oh, he's a shoo-in. We'll see.
We'll see. Risha Shukla, go with Kickstarter. It's better for stuff in the arts, where Indiegogo is better for stuff with tech. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This kind of stuff I don't know yet. Kickstarter also generates more traffic on average. Thank you. You risk to hit the target number, but with your audience, you will. Thank you. The problem, Risha, that I'm worried about is because, like I said, when we're going with the names that I even told Luke today, I said some of the names that we're going to put on this list, and he's like, whoa, that's going to turn the budget up pretty high. I was like, that's what we're going for. So when the audience sees the total and they're like, why is the total where it is? And to be honest with you, even when we have this total for a pilot, it's significantly low. For a real television pilot, most pilots are in the, they're huge, the budget that they are. And ours is going to be a big number, but a small number. But when you see it as an average person, again, in our bubble, saying, you need that much? Because we're going after this person. We're going after this person. We want to get the DP of this thing. I want to make this real. I don't want to just make a thing to make it. I want to make it to try to get it on television. Brandon Summers. Rocha, you're in charge of Lucasfilm for the next 5. So you noticed you didn't ask me this. What are 3 things you're doing, changing, hiring, producing, etc.? Go ahead, Rocha.
I'm getting rid of Filoni and Carrie Beck. I'm bringing in Christopher Nolan to be in charge of the entire universe, and I'm paying him whatever he wants to make it happen. So, and keeping him to a contract to maybe 5 to 8 years, and he's allowed to do other things as well outside of the Star Wars.
Who is the contract?
Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
And I'm recasting Luke, Leia, and Han, and opening the door to telling more of their stories, because I think people are interested in that. And I'll probably greenlight a Darth Vader prequel series, like a series in between between the sequel and the original trilogy, or prequel and the original trilogy. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, Tony Gilroy. Yeah, and absolutely. Tony Gilroy, however much power he wants, Tony Gilroy will get. 100%.
Darth Vader's burnt asshole being an asshole. So Julia Roberts is just Jar Jar and Drake. Just kidding. Stop that. I'm telling you, I watch Mystic Pizza again, and you lose your mind. Most beautiful woman in history.
Misa pretty woman. Misa pretty woman.
Hell yeah, you are. Unheard Sirens, and even if she talked like that, I'd still think she would try to. Unheard Sirens Incorporated. Hell of a Boss comes out on Prime this Wednesday. Kristian would love if you and Tina or Chris did reactions to it. Super funny indie animated show, raunchy comedy. You'll love the main character, Blitz. Huh? What is that the one? I think Luke told me about that. Luke, throw it in the messages. Is that the one you told me about? The Hell of a Boss. He always gives me the insight on some of these shows because he gives me suggestions sometimes. Yeah. Have you heard of that one?
No, not heard of it at all. But then I wouldn't. I'm not really in that kind of thing.
A lot of people is pushing me towards Kickstarter here. Seems like a lot more people are getting involved. I just get nervous because I'm like, like I said, I'm going for a big one here, John. Yeah. PLD, you can let the cat out of the bag, Kristian. It was Griffin Mill and Matt Remick at the Continental Studios. Better? There you go. Perfect. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but perfect. What is he talking about? It was Griffin Mill and Matt Remick. What are you talking about, PLD?
Oh, PLD.
Lost. Okay. Jay Markel. I don't want to hate, but I agree, Rocha. I think the Street Fighter movie will be pretty bad.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's going to be great. I'm just saying that they're promoting it very well, and they're casting it around, people that are going to try to get you in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Armada. Miami got their black blown out.
They're back.
Oh, back blown out by Indy. So I guess so.
Yeah, they did 30-8 or whatever it was. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones. Yikes.
Let's see. Okay.
Is that it?
Next one after this.
Okay.
They're going to get 76 so far. Pretty good.
That's not bad.
So more people are. Oh, there we go. So we hit 76. So we're at 76 right now. It seems to be Kickstarter is the way to go. And it's so funny because as I'm saying that too, I'm like, I'm almost asking. I almost said to myself, well, who would you guys want to see this character? And like, I don't even know what characters they are yet. No one even knows anything. In my head, I'm like, I'll give you one name that I'm going to put on the list.
Okay.
One name. Nick Offerman is the name I'm putting on.
Oh, that's a good choice
for this particular. I'm like, that's one of the names I'm putting on the list.
Okay.
So like that's the kind of thing. At least give the audience what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Motorola.
Oh,
wrestling fans, do you think Nikki is twitching in her sleep knowing that AJ were running laps around her and ring again? So what happened with Nikki Bella? Did she just like completely crap the bed?
Well, yeah, her match with Becky was not good.
Terrible, right?
Terrible. A lot of missed spots, and it just wasn't that great. And then Wade Barrett kind of made a little comment about her, which became a whole big drama. And Nikki used it because, of course, she's going to use it. She's an influencer. They love to do this shit on her podcast to play the victim about it all. And I'm not saying that this was the reason, but Wade was removed as a commentator.
Why was he? What did he say?
He just said some stuff about her not being as popular as she thinks she is. And it became a whole thing. And so,
but was he in character though?
He was, yeah. I thought he was being it in character, but she made a big deal about it on the show. Like he ignored me in the hallway and could have done this. And it's like, girl, why do you think you're so important? But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. And it became a whole thing. So, yeah.
Jack Lewis, video game recommendation for you and Rocha. Mafia, the Old Country, takes place in Sicily in the early 20th century. Short and focused story. I've actually heard, I think, of that. I would love, that's right up my alley, obviously.
I saw the trailer a couple weeks ago. It looked really cool. So, yeah.
Bobby!
Hey.
Someone came up with a theory that in the other reality on Peacemaker, either Harcourt ends up being a racist or it's a racist world in general because you don't see any minorities. Any guesses?
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
People have been saying that for the last couple of weeks now, that when you watch those scenes again, you
Yeah.
don't see any people of color.
Oh,
And
wow.
remember, his dad was a racist in
Oh,
in the
right.
universe last season.
That's
So
right. That's right.
and so what Shannon brought up on our show was, the thing is, they're talking about Chris in the universe that he is escaping into. That Chris was like into pills and he was disappearing all the time. So it's quite possible that Chris realized what they were doing was wrong, and he
Right.
was trying to escape or self-medicate. So yeah, I think that's going to be the twist. And if Amelia is part of that approach, in that version of Amelia in that dimension, it's going to
Mhm.
be a fascinating mind F
Right.
for Chris. Yeah.
Motorola, and she's just an average in the ring as she was before. I used to tell my Nikki.
Yeah.
She got a great entrance though. So there you go.
Yeah, they give the Bellatoons way too much credit. I get that they blew up reality-wise with the show, but they were
Yeah.
not that great in the ring.
All right.
Okay.
Again, so right now at 80.
Okay.
So that's a damn good. That's a good Monday, John.
I agree.
I mean, like, hell. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
81. Bobby Jackson.
Bobby.
Would love to see a Krull remake. Yeah, could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Look at this, John. Eclipse. I'd love to see what James Cameron would do with Star Wars. I don't think he's missed yet when it comes to sci-fi. I'd love to see it too, but at this point, it's like you'd give him one movie, but you'd run into a Tony Gilroy situation.
Yeah.
He would take it. You wouldn't have any say in it. It would be a James Cameron movie. And then if you crushed it, then you're not going to be able to follow what he's doing, because they're going to try. They're going to be. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Filoni probably has steam coming out of his ears, knowing that everybody just wants to do Tony Gilroy now for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, Simon Kidberg's saying it, and nobody's talking about, I want to do what Filoni did. Like,
exactly.
Nobody cares about what he's doing. And so, like, James Cameron doing that same thing, he loses his mind.
Never forget, egos are involved always in Hollywood.
Yeah, always. Corn Emperor. Robert Patrick's an underrated badass. He sure is.
Agreed.
Sure is. Shane Markel. Christian, last time I recommended, I'm sure you guys have next to zero free time. When I hear you talk about Star Wars, I wonder if you enjoyed Foundation. I've heard great things about Foundation.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about it.
Yeah.
All right. So 84 now.
I beat 83 from last.
You beat 83. So you got 84. That's a good, that depending on who you're going. I don't know who you're going up against tomorrow, but we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, John, give us let us know, where are you being found? What are you doing today? What's going on the channel?
The John Rocha channel. Head on over to youtube.com/John Rocha Says. Come and hang out with me and all the stuff going on there. Tonight, I will either be live with a hot mic. He's got till noon to get back to me, Jeff. If he doesn't, I'm going with my own show, The Truth, a little bit later at like 5 p.m. PT Live, talking about big topics that went on for the last few days and stuff that maybe, we don't talk about on this show. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. But then tomorrow night, Spill the Tequila, then Hot Mic later on, Geek Buddies, all kinds of stuff happening, reviews for Peacemaker, Alien Earth, everything happening on my channel. So head on over there, youtube.com/John Rocha Says. Get me over to 40, get me to 50,000. Let's go.
Oh, sorry. Cut John off by accident. Sorry. Happy to have him on the show. Happy to be back here again. 84 for Rocha. And we are excited in general for this week. I got so much going on, guys. I got my out of the theater reaction for one battle after another coming out either late tonight, or the embargo lifts for the social reactions at like midnight. So I might just put it up tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow, I also have Batman Begins. I got the Digital Circus, the last 2 episodes of those coming out. Back to the Future 3 reaction. I've got the Dark Knight coming, that reaction. So much. And I'm going to put my full non-spoiler review up of The Long Walk. So the channel's going to be busy this week, and I'm trying to build things up. So thanks for being here again. Thank you for everybody who put their thoughts in about Kickstarter and Indiegogo. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting everything that I can into this thing. I'm going to be trying as hard as I can to get this thing off the ground, and I'm really going to be relying on you guys to give me your opinions, give me your thoughts. You guys have been a lot of you have been with me for a very long time. A lot of you newer. I'm going to be talking about it all the damn time. I'm going to be doing a live stream, probably trying to maybe even do a freaking all day live stream to see what we can do and where we can go with this thing. Because if we can get some of this cast that we want to get, if we can bring this thing to life in the way, I really think that we're going to do something here. And I hope that you guys will help us do it, because it is a vibe to it. It's kind of like that thing I had for Schmoes No Live. It's that thing I had for Schmo Down. I just feel it. I feel it for this one. And I hope that you guys are going to be there with me. So Either way, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys real soon. Love you. See you tomorrow. I don't know who's on the show tomorrow. I know Mike probably. I don't know if Roxy's on yet. I got to find out. Most likely, but somebody will be. All right, bye.